I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. What's good? What's good? It's good to be with y'all, man. Yeah, Will Salkin. One more day. One more day, and we'll have official Knicks basketball. One more day. Right? Where's this microphone at? There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There we go. Chef NYK is in the building. What's good? Will Salk is in the building. What's good? KJW Events is in the building. What's good? What's good, party people? How y'all this morning? How y'all out there this morning, man? It's good to be with y'all, man. It's good to be with y'all, man. Sorry about being late. Had some meetings and stuff I had to attend. You know how those go. Y'all know how that go. Got to do stuff that pay the bills around here first, and then, you know, then we can play second. Yeah, man. So let me get started by saying, throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh, yeah. What's good? What's good, y'all? Chuck Allen, what's good? Cornerstone Kev, what's good? CWC is in the building. What's good? What's good? It's good to be with y'all, man. So I had this question in my mind, and I wanted to ask y'all, get y'all take on it. Want to get y'all take on it, man. Who do you guys believe will be the Knicks breakout star this season? Who do you think? Subliminal 209 is in the building. What's good, sub? Subliminal 209 is in the building. Shout out to Subliminal 209, co-star of the Knicks at Night podcast. What's good, sub? Salute, bro. So who do you guys think is going to be the Knicks breakout superstar? Nah, y'all tell me. I have no idea. I have no idea. Right? but I know it's going to be somebody, right? And I have an idea of who I think you guys want it to be, right? I think I have an idea of who you guys want it to be, right? I think I have an idea, right? Let me look in the chat and see. Chuck Allen, superstar, and not even established superstar, bro. I'm asking about surprise superstar. What player is coming off the radar is going to become a superstar for these Knicks? Y'all heard me, bro. Y'all heard me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard me. Superstar. Right? Let me see something here. Yeah, y'all heard me. Yeah. Who do y'all think is going to be the Knicks superstar this year? Right? Working on a few things here. Jamie Peralta, what's good? Ruggs 89 New York, what's good? Oh, I see some good ones coming up here. As a matter of fact, I may have to do this. If this thing would unfreeze, there we go. I am going to put a poll in the chat. I got so many things going. I got so much stuff going on up here, man. Microphones, all these different things. Who will be the Knicks surprise superstar this season? All right. Quentin Grimes. Type in Quentin Grimes' name in the chat. What do y'all think? Quentin Grimes? Okay. Emmanuel quickly. Another. Obadiah. Obi Toppin. Okay. All right. Mitchell Robinson. Right. And I am about to ask the community. I just want to make sure everybody's name is spelled right. Things look right. All right. So there is your poll. There is your poll. Right. Let me see here. And I also want to do this. All right. Who will be the Knicks surprise superstar this season? All right. That is probably too big. I grab this. All right. All right. So I'm just working on a couple of things, y'all. Y'all bear with me while I put something together for us. Right? Just putting something together for us real quick. Just while we think about the question that was asked. Right? We'll do that. All right. Pull this here. Move this. Don't need that. Gotta add Blorange Tears stuff. All right. Where's Blorange Tears? Blorange Tears. Oh, how about we do the do-whip? Do-whip. So we'll add the do-whip to it. Don't like that text color. How about we glow? Copy. And then delete. And then we'll do this. Paste. And then we'll change that to this. And then we'll get back to the question. There you go. Stop misbehaving. There you go. All right. And then we'll go back here to this and add this. And now I think we are picture perfect. All right. Then we'll do this. Then we'll do that. And then we'll do this. Javon Fisher, what's good? Sub says it could be anybody. Cornerstone Kev, a.k.a. Star Child, a.k.a. Shazam, a.k.a. Flash, a.k.a. says Frank Ntilikina. Kev, how can Frank Ntilikina be the Knicks breakout star? What's going on? Why is Cornerstone Kev? Why is Shazam saying Frank Ntilikina? Why is Shazam saying Frank Ntilikina? I don't get it. Keyshawn, what's good? Keyshawn, y'all got lucky. The Packers got lucky, bro. The Packers got lucky. All right, let me do this then. Since Cornerstone Kev don't understand what the question is, let me do. Since Shazam doesn't understand the question, let me do it this way. All right. All right. All right. So, who will be the Knicks breakout superstar? Right? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know. Chuck Allen, what's good?
Good morning, Unc. How you doing?
Man, I'm all right. I'm all right, man. I don't know who's gonna be the Knicks breakout superstar, but I want to open it up for discussion so that we can kind of talk our way through it.
Okay. So when you say you meaning a bona fide superstar, you're talking Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. You're talking about a person in that category.
No, not the NBA spectrum. I'm talking about in the Knicks universe.
Okay.
All right. So because listen, some of these I need some perspective, some context, right? So in Knicks universe, for instance, in Knicks universe, for instance, we have rock stars that ain't never done nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example, right? So right now, I feel like Kemba Walker is a star in Knicks universe. Bro, but he ain't played a game yet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tracking.
Cause he did the press conference, and people are like, oh, the whole Kemba's home narrative is going around, and maybe superstar is too strong a word, but when I thought to myself, breakout player didn't. People like, well, everybody's gonna break out this year. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look who it is with a brand new shirt on.
What's happening, y'all?
Salute, my brother.
Look
It's
who it
good
is.
to see you.
With a brand
What is
new
happening,
shirt.
y'all? It's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Shazam, aka Cornerstone Kev, aka Star Child, aka The Flash.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening? How you feeling?
What's good? What's good, man? I'm good.
Hey, everything's everything, man. I'm psyched about tomorrow, man. I'm so psyched. I'll be at the Garden with my fellow brothers and sisters, supporting our boys get this first win against this Boston team.
Get this
I'm
dub.
psyched, man. Yeah, man. I'm psyched, man. I'm psyched.
Man,
what's up, Soul Banger?
Yo, I gotta do the intro. I gotta do Soul Finger introduction. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, put your drinks down and get on your feet. Put your hands together for the international YouTube sensation, Soul Finger. Soul Finger, ladies and gentlemen. Soul Finger.
What's
good,
happening,
bro?
party? What's happening? Early, top of the morning to you fellas. Top of the morning to the chat. Let's get it. It's Christmas Eve right now. Tomorrow's Christmas.
It sure is, man. It sure is. Hey, Soul Finger, question for you. Knicks for life, you too. When was the last time that you were super excited to see our team take the floor?
Not like this. This
Saturday.
is the first time.
Saturday.
Exactly.
Season to start, but actually with Freezer saying, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was excited for preseason, but not like I am for this season. Last season, I was optimistic, like, okay, let's get it. But this season, no. I swear, I feel like that little kid. I know I sent my letter to Santa Claus. I left the cookies and milk out there.
Yo, man, hey, can Santa Claus read, bro? Can Santa Claus read? Because I swear I said that. Santa, I've been sending you letters all these years, and you ain't never got me the thing I put on that list. Can you read?
He got you some coal.
Yeah.
AL.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Right now, I was asking for that Huffy or that Diamondback bike.
Yes.
I want that. I want my remote control car, the little racing track.
Yeah, man.
When Atari was the hot thing, I want to buy Atari. So I'm dating myself.
Man, Atari. Oh God.
But right now, all I'm waiting on right now is for the Knicks to get out here and play. I'm not expecting a blowout tomorrow. I'm not.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah, they're just being a realist because it's going to take a little while before we can get everything to go. When you hadn't had a car running for a while, you got to cut it on, get everything to go, them fluids and stuff run through that joker, right?
Yeah, man.
So this we got it. It's cold car. I would think about that cold car and that old car in the winter. You gotta prime that joker, man. Got to get it going, get it hot, and that's all we got to do. Just give us 10. Just give us about, I say, the first 20 games. After them first 20 games, we're gonna be rolling, man. But it just gotta show up the deficiencies and concerns that we talked about yesterday, i.e., with the defense with Kemba. He's not he plays defense. He tries, but his defense isn't the greatest because in this case, his size matters. But overall, that ain't the question. The question is, am I happy? Man, I am happy than a little chubby kid with cake and all. Baby, that's
Yeah, and Soul Finger, let me just take you up on that because I was listening a little bit yesterday. I tried to get on. When you mentioned Kemba, and now everybody's talking about his defense, but I can remember a time when we never had a point guard as dynamic as Kemba, and we were talking about we want a point guard like this. Now the narrative have changed that he can't play defense. I'm sorry. The other point guards, quote unquote star point guards in this league, gotta play us as well because now we have a dynamic point guard. So I don't care about when people saying he
Kev,
can't play
you ever heard of picking nits? You know how people pick nits? That's what people are doing with the
that's what they doing.
thing. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to this blossoming star thing. But to that point, though, I was going to try to talk about that tomorrow. But since you brought it up today, we'll talk about it today because the point guard defense thing is so overrated and so overblown that is ridiculous. Right. Hey, New York Knicks fans, listen. You got what you wanted, right? And now that you got what you want, you are still nitpicking.
Preach,
right?
Rep.
Right. So we're at this thing where we as logical fans have to start taking the illogical fan and telling them to either shut up or take that mess outside. Right, because the thing is this, right? Because Nick, hey, listen, man, and it's a few of them on Blorange Tears, illogical Knicks fans, and I love them. They my brothers. I love them. They my brothers. But you can't get everything you want.
Thank you.
Right?
Can I just throw this out there? Can I throw this out there, fellas?
Sure.
We can't get in a time machine bring Gary Payton to the future.
Come on.
Because
and that being said, because the thing about it is, like I was saying, something Kemba did get bodied, but it's gonna happen to everybody. But I'm taking charges is playing defense, jumping passing lanes, playing defense. It's gonna lock anybody down because rules have also changed. So let me explain a little further what I mean about the concerns with that. Tibbs is going to have schemes. He's going to develop. He'll find a way so he can work Kemba to his skill set and what can help us defensively. Because look, man, there's nobody locking anybody down anymore. Those days of Derek Harper, Derek Harper, the glove, those cats, Ron Harper, those kind of cats. That's not happening anymore. Those days are done, especially with the rules change, man.
Right.
But yeah, it was a freeway. We just need to slow him down. And then saying that Derrick Rose doesn't play defense, he does. It's just that he's bigger. So you can play defense, but if I'm trying to how I look trying to stop Mitch, I'm almost 6'2". Mitch is over 7 foot. What I'm gonna do with him down and bag me down and take?
Come on.
Right.
And I'm playing the world. It's just some things you just can't overcome, but you got to use what you got.
You got to use what you got, bro. You got to use what you got. I'm sorry,
but how many? How many of the top point guards? How many of the top point guards are defenders?
Thank you.
Damian Lillard's a defender.
3. No.
Steph Curry.
No.
Trae Young.
No.
Oh God, no.
John Morant.
No.
So it's only a handful of guys.
You know what?
We're complaining about our guy,
not our guy, who torched us many years.
But you know what is funny? You said that Cornerstone. You said he tortures, but I mean, a lot of us are, man, I wish we had Kemba. Now we got Kemba. Now you're mad at.
Come on, Soul Finger. Right. Come on.
Right. And
management.
Here's the other thing, Kev. Here's the other thing, Kev. Just real quick. Here's the other thing, real quick. Even if you rub the magic lamp and some weird genie brought you Gary Payton, your Knicks brethren will be mad that they didn't bring you Kevin Johnson or Tim Hardaway Jr. or Tim Hardaway.
Man. Come on.
That's how it is. They're like, Gary Payton, he's not a good offensive player. Bro, I'm telling you, the genie could have bought you Magic Johnson, right? The genie could have bought you Magic Johnson, and your Knicks brethren would have been like, man, I want to walk Clyde Frazier. No matter what.
I was about to say that.
No matter what we get, bro.
Hey, you know what? If you wanted a defensive player, maybe management should have went out and got Patrick Beverly.
But no, check it out. Hold on. Check it out. You had somebody that played defense, though. You did have somebody that played defense.
And you shipped them out.
Where two of them had two that played defense.
Two of them that played defense. Right. One that was a team player and that one that wasn't. So what are you saying?
Which one was the team player?
Oh, Frank, of course.
Oh, every discussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? He found a way. I wasn't trying to go there with that. I was just talking about Elf. I was avoiding that other person because I know who Cornerstone. Look, we know why Cornerstone was in the hospital because Frank.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about Bullard.
Yeah, Soul Faker, you ain't right. You ain't right, Soul Faker. No, but seriously, but seriously, management went out. Now, the way we went out in the playoffs last year, management said, "Okay, we have to build on what we have. We have to keep building, rising to the top." They went out and got us three rookies, and then got us two guys that would help out our starting starting five. Now, and in that, they got us a point guard who still has it. Kemba Walker still has it, and everyone's going to see that as well. Now, will he get in at the end of games? Maybe not. But again, management made sure that Tibbs has the personnel to get us, over, to help us win a majority of these games this year. And we're still going to complain about Kemba can't play defense. I belong to a Facebook page on called the Knicks Click. They're all complaining. They're all saying, "Who's going to be our next whipping boy?" I'm like, really?
Who?
Who's going to be our next whipping boy now that Frank and some of these other people are gone? Who's going to be the new poster child, that we're going to complain about? And people were saying Kevin Knox and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yo, look who is in the building.
What's good, y'all?
What's happening?
What's good, boss?
How y'all been? Miss y'all, man.
Good, man. So we got a lot of things going on, man. We got a lot of topics in the air already, man, and we've been at it for 28 minutes. So we got like 3 topics in the air. First, who is the Knicks? Who is going to be the surprise star for the Knicks? Who is going to be the next whipping boy for the Knicks? Who's going to be the next? Kev, what did you call it when you back in medieval times where you took somebody, a criminal, and put him on the block, where you put his hands in a thing in a block? You know what I'm talking about? Who's going to
cut his head off?
And people used to throw old vegetables at him.
Oh. In the stocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So who's going to be that person? And then the Kemba Walker defense debate is raging already. So we got three topics. Thank you, Cornerstone Cav, for introducing 2 more.
What the first person that's got us in them stocks is already looking like, for some, they look going after Evans. They didn't want Evan Fournier in the beginning. They starting to low key start that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
Yeah.
Evan
already
doesn't sound like a bad whipping boy for fans to zero in on.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Does that have to? Well, he is French.
You shouldn't have threw that one.
He is French.
Wow.
So he is French, and so I like Evan Fournier. I think he did a lot of great things in the preseason. My only deal is that the Knicks, to Kev's point, Knicks fans need a whipping boy.
Right.
And so one year it was Julius Randle and Frank Ntilikina. right? Another year it was just Frank by himself. No, I'm sorry, it was Frank and Enes Kanter. Remember the Frank and Enes Kanter year where we hated Frank and Enes Kanter?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
man.
bro, and then one year it was Joakim Noah. Remember Noah?
Alf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my goodness. One year it was Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank Ntilikina. Remember that? Remember the Dennis Smith Jr. thing? Yeah. So I'm hoping we don't have a whipping boy this year. But to
It seemed
to Shazam's point, bro,
Just throwing my quick little 2 cents on those 3 little topics that we've been going on. I think the surprise star will just be the team itself. I don't think the way
that's
it's
cool.
constructed, I feel like every night it's just gonna be a different player, a different person doing what they need to do to develop the team and have them, be in games and win. I don't think it's gonna be like RJ or Mitch or OB or Quickly or Kemba are gonna really step it up too much. I think they're all gonna just be solid players. Like we're just gonna use our depth against players, kind of like how the Hawks are. Like Trae Young, he does his thing, but everybody else kind of pitches in where they need to, and I think that's how we'll rock for the most part.
Wow.
Because if you think about it, if Kemba does what he does last year, and RJ does what he does last year, and Evan Fournier does what he does last year, that doesn't really leave any room for anybody to really blossom too much if everybody just does what they've been doing. So somebody would have to take a step back for somebody to take a step forward, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But real quick, here's the thing with that. I truly believe this, that all the egos will be left at the door with this team right here.
Right.
And I believe whoever wants to shine, whoever time it is to shine, everybody will let that person shine.
Right. Yeah.
Here's the thing. You could already see that with all the assists that are coming to everybody. I mean, we didn't see that last year. What did Alfred do? What did Alfred do? Hold on.
Oh yeah, Alfred Payton was a whipping boy.
He kept Frank off the floor.
Good afternoon, Brad.
Good
morning, Brad. I'm sure it's going to help you.
What was that? Kev, you all right? Okay, Kev jumped off. Okay, so yeah, man, I understand where y'all coming from, but I think that's gonna be a breakout dude, though, bro. You remember last year about this time, we were so enamored with a dude named Obi Toppin.
Quickly popped.
But quickly had those 2 breakout games in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, yes! Finally we get our star guard. Finally we get a modern NBA guard. Finally. We were like, no lie. When we saw Emmanuel quickly had what, a 20-point game, Kev? Was it a 20-point game in preseason?
I think so.
Yeah, he shot when
against the Wizards. Yeah, I think so.
Or the Pistons. It was one of them, right? And when he came out in the first possession, he came out and shot the 26-foot 3-pointer, and it was super wet. And we were like, oh my God, we were having dreams of Damian Lillard. We have our Steph Curry, is what we were kind of thinking, And Knicks fans overreact, bro. That's what we do. So, I mean, but he came out the first possession and hit that 3, and we were like, yes. Chuck Allen, but check this out though, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I know you're gonna laugh, and I know you're gonna call me a hypocrite and a backslider, and whatever. But I'm gonna say it, and then I'm gonna back up and let y'all. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna put my head on the chopping block.
All right.
I think our breakout star, the breakout player, is gonna be Quentin Grimes. And I humbly lay my head on the chopping block.
Wait, wait.
Wow.
Hold on.
No, you didn't.
Wow.
Okay.
Breezy.
Yo, I know we overreact. I take in account that it was the closing, it was crunch time. Tibbs had him in, and he made an impact. I take that into consideration, regardless that it was a preseason game, and maybe the starters for the other team wasn't in. I still count that as he was given an opportunity and he seized it. I can understand the line of thinking, but wow, I don't.
What?
You have to play in order to break out, unless you talk about breaking out of the locker room.
Hey, bro, I was the one on draft night to call him Damian Dotson.
Yeah,
Remember?
that's why I'm like, I can't believe Uncle Freezy said that.
I said the Knicks will be lucky if he turns into Damian Dotson.
I mean, it depends on what you consider breakout though, because if he starts getting a lot of playing time, isn't that him breaking out? Especially with the players that we have, with the depth on the roster that we have, saying that he's kind of buried on. We would think he would be buried on the bench for his first year, and if he getting ample playing time, isn't that like him breaking out in a sense?
No, bro, I'm talking about breaking out for real. I ain't talking about
Oh,
breaking out your warm ups and coming out here playing 2 minutes. I'm talking about.
no,
I'm
I
talking
get
about.
You
what you're
talking
saying.
about as in?
I'm just saying, like, he doesn't, like, okay, I'm not expecting him to score 20, come out and break out and score 20 a game. You know what I mean? But if he can come in and take, like, a lot of minutes from Evan Fournier, you know what I mean? Or he's in the game in crunch time at the end of the game and instead of somebody else, that's him doing his job. That's him, climbing up the ladder.
Nah, bro, I'm talking about this dude making major impacts.
Nah, okay, see.
I'm talking about like maybe 11 points a game. I'm
Who's
talking,
he?
Like second team all rookie?
yeah.
Wow. So that means somebody not playing.
Right.
Right.
Quickly or Burks is not playing.
Or Fournier.
There's no way. That can't be. You can't pay him $18 million and not
He gonna be on the
play
floor.
him.
Yeah,
I
he
honestly
playing.
don't. The way the team and the roster is constructed, I think none of that matters. None of that really matters. Like we can put anybody in the game. It's not like we wouldn't be losing any talent if we put anybody else in the game besides Fournier. Any lineup we put on the floor, it's not like you know what I mean?
I agree with you because the way it's built, the team's built,
Yeah,
is
I feel like
interchangeable.
anybody on the team is like that. The only person who really has like a legitimate spot is Randall, and that's just because he's our quote unquote franchise star player. Other than that, everybody else you can quickly substitute anybody for anybody. Rose for Walker, RJ for Burks or quickly. Same thing for Fournier. You can put in Burks. You can put in quickly. You can put in Grimes maybe if he steps up.
I was trying to tell Eddie C that last week. Eddie C is so in love with centers. I was telling Eddie C that Grimes might be the breakout candidate, and he didn't believe me. He was trying to quickly me to death. Eddie C was. I think it was Eddie C. It may have been Eddie C. Like was trying to quickly me to death. I like Quickly, by the way. Quickly is my guy, right? So just for the record, for those that are trying to follow along with this cast of cat. Yo, we have so many people that get on the channel sometimes that sometimes people are like, I thought you said you like such and such. No, that wasn't me. That was that was Soul Finger. That wasn't me that said such and such. That was, or that wasn't me. That was Chuck Allen. That wasn't me. That was G-Man. But Eddie C came on and argued us to death about Quickly, bro. Eddie C was like, Quickly's going to be Damian Lillard or something like that, he was saying. Right. But I think, man, I honestly think this kid Grimes might have an impact. Like, might be the guy.
He's got. Look, he has a skill set that can go. As you know, I called him Clay Houston. That's just what he reminded me as a cross between those two. If I was to compare him to players, just his form of shooting, and he does play defense. He plays some good defense. And I was chopping it up with me and shout out to my man Alawaz. He and I were chopping it up about that before. And I mean, I like Grimes. Actually, I like all the rookies we drafted. And when I say that, I'm even talking about our draft and stash. I like that cat, and I think he's gonna be kind of special. I think he's gonna be a surprise.
Who's talking about Rokas Jokibitis?
Yeah, definitely. I think
bro, day one, not to cut you off. Day one, I said, hey, that's my favorite rookie. That was my favorite out the bunch, right? That's my guy.
I think we actually, with the rookies we drafted, this is probably the first draft I can rightfully say that I can see these rookies that we drafted this go around actually being a factor down the line. Grimes is and I will tell you this, before I was thinking that Deuce was going to get on the floor before Grimes. I did, because of the, it's quite, taking a simple easy road, because with Rose and Kemba, that their injuries, they're injury prone, the back-to-backs, you want to slow them down, throttle them down. Hey, Deuce is a point guard. Hey, 1-and-1 is 2. However, Grimes being called upon and getting a little more shine during preseason kind of makes you kind of backpedal. And I can kind of see where you're going. But I don't think he's going to have as many splinters in his behind, but I think he's going to have some splinters in his behind.
Right.
Your Allen Houston, Klay Thompson comparison, I would have went more Courtney Lee, Danny Green.
Yeah. Right.
Only because I'll say this: we'll know for sure after the first 20 games, because I think after the first 20 games, Tibbs gets the noodle with the lineup, and then he finally gets what he's going to go with for the rest of the year, barring injury. You got to get playing time to be the breakout guy, though.
I mean, yeah, I that's the thing. He's going to get some time, and he may get some minutes more game. But like my man was saying, the way this team is constructed, that anybody you can move and pull, plug and play in certain situations, man. That these are movable pieces. So I don't. Grimes is definitely going to give. I will say this: he's definitely going to get more time than Knox. I can see him get more time than Knox, because of the simple fact he plays defense. No knock on Knox, because I'm pulling for him. I like to see him do something, but I got a feeling that Grimes is going to be that guy to get in more time than Knox.
Damn.
And the other easier role for him is the fact that also we know that Alex Burks has injuries. He's tend to get hurt.
That's true.
Take the snagging injuries. So it's an easier path for him to get more time than Deuce.
Okay.
So I can see it happening that way, but he's gonna have to come out and move, do some serious damage. He's locking down somebody, or he's locking down somebody, and he's going unconscious from the floor.
Bro, I don't think Deuce McBride is an NBA point guard yet, bro.
No, I mean, you brought up a point. You say it may take him a little longer to get it going, and that's going to come with time and experience. But
I mean, Marcus Smart isn't an NBA point guard either.
And like I said, it came with time. So I can see him going, but he, like I said, we're not privy to see what's going on in practice. Wish I could, man. I wish I could see those battles. Right. But for the most part, out of the young guys, I can see Grimes getting more time than Deuce. And I told you I'm down with Deuce. I'm in Deuce.
I like Deuce too. I just don't. I saw him in the Pistons game, try to get us into offense, and bro, he was processing stuff so slow. I was like, oh boy, this kid, he need McBride offensively, and I'm talking about and what I mean just facilitation. Knicks fans, don't jump off. Hey, don't jump off the Triborough Bridge. Hear me out. Just the facilitation aspect of it, I think he processes to get the speed of the game might be too quick for him right now. Yeah. Now, in terms of him getting his own shot and him playing NBA defense, I think he's there already, right? I think he's there, right? The only thing, though, is facilitating in the NBA is not like facilitating in college. You need some time to adjust because facilitation is not just about you handling the ball and you passing it to somebody.
Right.
You got to read a defense and understand adjustments on the fly. What happens when a Scottie Pippen jumps the passing lane? You can't pass that ball towards your intended player over there because Scottie Pippen will pick that off and run it back the other way and dunk it. You know what I'm saying? Or in today's NBA, Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? What happens when the big tags your center underneath the rim, but he's scrambling out towards the corner because he knows that you, the rookie, wants to throw that pass to RJ Barrett in the corner. Do you create an angle where you can throw the lob to your big man who should have his head under the rim? It's a lot of things that go into it. G-Man, what's good? Eddie C, what's good?
Good, what's good?
And
what's up? What's up?
Eddie C, I don't want to fight this morning, bro. I don't want to fight with you about Grimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? All I want you to do is say that you're on the Grimes bandwagon, and that's it. Just say you're on the Grimes bandwagon.
Oh man, Freezy, why you doing this, bro?
Just say you're on the Grimes bandwagon, bro.
You made me do it, man. You made me come in. You sharing fallacies over here, and you made me come in because I had to put respect on my boy's Grimes name so that everybody know that.
Oh, now you on ground. Now you on the Grimes bandwagon. Good.
Freeze! What are you doing?
What?
You got me confused with somebody else, Freeze. On the real,
you got me confused. You the basketball zombie, bro.
I'm telling you. You trolling. You made me get on this stream.
Are you not the basketball zombie? Are you not the basketball zombie, bro?
You made me get on this stream to defend myself because the last time I was on, I got ate alive by the other zombies because I said to y'all that Grimes was gonna get playing time over the likes of Emmanuel Quickly, over the likes of Kevin Knox. And anytime somebody was injured, he was probably going to get some playing time. And you guys ate me alive, including yourself.
Bro, come on, man.
You told me that how is he going to get more time than Emmanuel Quickly, somebody that has a year under his belt. Right? So, I knew you was trolling. I knew you was trying to get a rise up out of me, man. So I had to come in for a couple of minutes and just let y'all know that this kid right here, man, you guys are screaming at me because I said I was gonna get a Grimes jersey, that I'm the president of the Grimy Grimes fan club, and I just had to do it, man. I couldn't stay quiet. I was in the chat, but it wasn't enough for me, man. You did it. You got to rise up out of me, and you made me come into the stream to defend myself, to defend my boy. And I'm happy actually that you came to the right side. You saw the light, man. I'm happy that came out your mouth, that you took a step back as soon as you said it, and you let everybody assess it and then come at you with the critique, because that's how it feels when you come out, when you're the first to come out and say these things, and people don't believe. But if you have a hunch, or if you see something, you know what I'm saying? And this is all spectrums of life. But if you see something, we're talking about the Knicks right now. If you see something in a player and you throw it out like that, and you're the first one, you're gonna get the fire. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the backlash.
Right.
But
right. The first one through the door always catch the bullets, bro.
For sure. But there's no denying, taking away the basketball, everything basketball, just the kid's archetype, you know, the 6'5" big body shooting guard, to me, is what makes him intriguing. And you know, because those are the types of guys that you want, right? Like Booker is 6'7", I think. Right? Booker's a 6'7" shooting guard.
Yeah.
Paul George is like 6'10", but you know, when he first started playing, he was like a shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? These Danny Granger types, these guys are big body guards. Right. And when you look at it, when you want to go far in the NBA, you have to have these strong players in these positions. And don't forget that Grimes was one of the top players in his class when he was in high school. You know,
yeah, he in RJ Barrett class,
right?
In RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish class.
Things happen. People take different roads. Whatever the case, it could be mental. It could be, you know, there's a lot of things. But the kid has always had potential coming out of high school. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna let y'all know that Grimes is somebody that we should be happy is on our team right now.
Okay. So what it sounds like is that you like Grimes.
To put it mildly, I really like Grimes.
Okay.
I really like Grimes, and
you would say his impact. He may have and this is me speculating now because we hadn't seen anything yet. But do you think he might have a bigger impact than, say, Obi Toppin?
No, I'm glad both of those guys are on our team. I think they make a great duo. You know, one's a power forward, one's a shooting guard, so that's good off the bat right there. You know, Obi's getting better defensively, but we all know that Obi's Achilles heel has been defense since college. And Grimes looks like his calling card is his defense. No, man. I'm not putting one over the other at all. I like them both. And I think that's a great pairing. You know, they play different positions, they do different things, they can play off each other. Grimes is a great ball handler. I see him making some nice passes. And Obi Toppin is also a great he has great vision on the court, which can also help Grimes when Grimes is open on that 3-point line. And just so many other things, like, you know, that little rockabye baby dribble that Grimes has that gets him into the middle of the paint for the jump shot. I think that's something that he's going to be having for his career, man. And that stuff's that shot's going to be dropping. Nah, man, I'm not choosing one over the other. I like Obi Toppin a lot. I wouldn't do that to Obi.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't dare ask a Knicks fan to pick one favorite player over another. What I'm talking about is projecting a player's impact this season.
That's a really tough question.
Yeah, but based on what you saw in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jermaine Royster, what's good? What it is you know, none of us are able to predict the future, but a lot of us know basketball, right? And we know tendencies, right? And so the thing is, when projecting who will be the breakout person, you know, in that type of scenario, you can't say RJ Barrett and you can't say Julius Randle because they're already on the radar. You can't say Kemba Walker because he's an all-star. You can't say Evan Fournier because Evan Fournier was the number one option for his own franchise for about 6 years, right? So when you leave, so what happens to the rest of that question? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you look when you look at the roster? Can it be a Mitchell Robinson? Is Mitchell Robinson the breakout player? Does he take minutes from guys from the other bigs? You know what I'm saying? Does Tibbs take a big out of the rotation so that Mitch can play not just 25 minutes anymore, but maybe 30 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Does Tibbs take minutes away from Jericho Sims or Taj Gibson? And so I'm here to say I think the breakout player just might be Quentin Grimes, because if in the comparison, Mitch's numbers from last year were not impressive, but they were headed in that direction before he got hurt. Right. What's the other guy? Obi Toppin averaged 4 points and 2 rebounds.
That's
in
what
11
I think it's
minutes.
going to be.
Right. So why do you think it's going to be Obi, Fish?
Just because he's shown improvement. I've seen a little improvement in Obi over the preseason. And I feel like he would get the most playing time just off of injuries, off of the rotation. I feel like we might see a lot more Randall and Toppin in the lineup together this season than we did last season. So I feel like he'll get more playing time to potentially be that breakout player. Where I feel like
I gotta agree.
Grimes, you know, his minutes might be up and down, fluctuate.
Right.
Quickly is a up and down player himself. You know, he's a streaky shooter. So I feel like Obi has the best chance, you know, and Mitch has already kind of like established himself as who he is and, you know, what he's going to do unless he starts taking like jumpers or threes or something like that really like does something that's actually like surprises and something different.
Right. In
so
fairness
Obi
to him,
has
though,
the most to gain. Obi has the most, you know, the most room to show, you know, improvement.
In fairness to him, though, Mitch has never played with a real point guard, bro.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Mitch has never played with a real offensive weapon at point guard.
And that's why, in saying that, that's why I don't feel like it'll surprise us on what he does with a true point guard, or even if you know, it won't surprise us because this is what we've been waiting for, and this is what people have been saying for a couple of years now, that he's never played with a true point guard, or if he makes it through the season, let's just say he plays 77 games, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's already shown that he can be that player on the radar, but he just hasn't had the games. He hasn't played enough games, or the personnel to actually allow him to blossom how he can.
Okay.
I will say this though, I think Fournier is gonna miss some time due to injury.
Oh.
Yep.
So there might be a pathway. I think Obi's already penciled in for at least 20 minutes a game. I don't know how Tibbs is gonna divvy that up, but he's got to get more than 12. I think he averaged like 12 minutes last year, something like that. He's got to get at least 20 to 25 minutes per game. That be either playing with Randall, playing some three, or how creative they have to get Obi Toppin on the floor, right? Playing Obi at the 5.
Right.
They just have to find a way to do that.
Right.
But I see a pathway where, you know, when Kemba, hopefully he stays healthy, but let's say, you know, he has something minor where he's out 3 or 4 games, right?
Okay.
Then Emmanuel quickly has to probably start, right? Emmanuel quickly has to probably start so that D Rose can come off the bench or D Rose can start. However, I mean, it's an either or thing there, and then that's a pathway to a 3 to Quentin Grimes coming in and playing some minutes at the 2, at the backup 2, at the backup 3. Evan Fournier's injury history, Derrick Rose also. So, I think there's going to be a pathway for them to get minutes throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? We just have to see what Grimes does with those minutes to see if he's able to get more. But to me, off the bat, I think he already overtook Kevin Knox. I don't think Kevin Knox has a chance to crack this rotation anymore.
Yo, I'm not gonna even lie.
Kevin's out of here.
I ain't been on the been in the Knicks universe in a while. I low-key forgot we had Kevin Knox. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I low-key forgot that we had him on the team.
No, I gotta agree with both, and I gotta Eddie C. I gotta thank you for bringing that up about Evan as well, because I forgot about he has injury problem. It's just he had ankle issues throughout last season, if I'm not mistaken. Ankle, yeah, I think it was ankle. But that's another pathway for Grimes as well to get on the floor. Again, it could be a lot easier for Grimes to get on the floor than it is Deuce. But as far as breakout, I'm agreeing with Fish because Obi has an opportunity. He has more of an opportunity to get that time because he's definitely be playing behind Randall, and it's a possibility. Not to say we're going to see it often, but it's a possibility. You can see it again. Obi and Julius on the court together in certain situations, those situational games. Grimes is definitely going to be more of a situational player because of what he brings. And again, I said it before. I'm not, I'm pulling for Knox, but I like to see him do something, but I don't see it because Grimes, his small sample size, especially on defensive end, has proved more than what Knox has brought. Period. No hate on Knox, just in simple facts. What I've seen, or I'm gonna use my man CWC's turn, the eye test. What I've seen with my eyes, and then you can go to the you the stats guy, you're the numbers man. You can pull up the numbers and see where it goes from that on their sample size on the floor during that time. Right. But Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see that, man. Period. Grimes brings more. He brings more to the table than Knox has, and Obi's in a really good position to have a breakout season.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, bro, because I'm weighing all the stuff that y'all said, and what I'm hearing is, if Grimes is lucky, if a certain player slip on a banana peel, Grimes may get a shot, right? But what I wanted to hear is Grimes beating somebody out. That's what I wanted to hear, right? I wanted to hear, man, these dudes got in the gym and Fournier couldn't do nothing with Grimes. That's what I wanted to hear. Now, will we hear that? Nah, because Evan Fournier is a way better player right now than Quentin Grimes. Way better. And he should be. He's a 10-year vet. Used to be the number one option for his own team. He should be. And that's the reason why we paid him. Right? But do you guys think Grimes will cut into RJ Barrett's minutes?
No.
Nah.
I said this on another
Down the
podcast.
stretch, maybe.
I said this on another podcast, and Soulfinger was there with me. I just didn't mention it here, but I think he will overtake Emmanuel quickly.
Yeah, he did. Look. Eddie C said that. He said it, and he said it again, and he definitely said it with his chest. So he ain't backpedaling. He definitely said that.
So you're saying that he'll take all of his minutes, like quickly will be on the bench.
There could be a situation, Fish, where I can see Tom Thibodeau call on, especially if it's an offensive player coming off the bench, like he did against Washington, where he saw Bertans and immediately looked at Quentin Grimes. Didn't look at anybody else. He saw Davis Bertans coming off the Washington Wizards bench and immediately tagged on Quentin Grimes and said, "Get in the game." Right. And that was his matchup. I can see a time where he will do that, and I don't think anybody can disagree because Emmanuel quickly ain't really stopping nobody.
You mean Neto? Not Bertans.
No,
Yeah, he
Bertans
was.
came off the
Grimes did get up
Washington
on
Wizards
Bertans.
bench,
Okay.
and as soon as he did that, Thibodeau said, "Quentin." I mean, I saw it clear as day, and that was the beginning of that was the beginning.
Of Grime
So
time.
that was the beginning. Yeah, that was the beginning of Grimes' journey, bro.
The Grime dog.
Yo, man, this guy is gonna be something, man. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna be happy, man.
I don't know.
I don't know
And
about I don't know about
I
Knox's
just
story
threw it
being
out.
written either.
I just threw it out. I was talking to my boys in for the love of the game, right? That's where I was on the other night,
Yeah.
and I said to them, I just like the lineup of Derrick Rose at the 1, Alec Burks at the 2, and Grimes at the 3 coming off the bench better than Rose at the 1 or 2 and Quickly at the 1 or 2 and Burks at the 3. I just think defensively it's a better lineup. It's better cohesion. It lends itself to Alec Burks being more of the offensive player that we want him to be. It lends himself to Derrick Rose not having to guard maybe the bigger 2 like he does when Quickly's in the game. And it just lends itself to a lot more things. It also helps Obi Toppin's defensive liabilities, having Grimes at the 3. And we're either going to have Mitchell Robinson or Nerlens Noel at the 5, right? So we're going to be okay there.
Right.
I can see that, and I can agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like Tibbs loves Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
Freezy said that too.
Yeah.
Freezy said that. Last time I was on, when I was talking about time, he said that. He goes, I don't know, man. Freezy, Thibodeau loves Quickly.
Right.
I feel
Well,
like Quickly is like that player that, you know how we always say Tibbs like don't like the young guys and he don't want to play the young guys. I feel like Quickly is that one young guy that kind of like maybe like softened his heart up a little bit to that, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, and I feel like
you ain't supposed to when all your babies around, you ain't supposed to pick a favorite. But Tibbs got a favorite.
Yeah, like like parents say they don't got a favorite kid, but there is a favorite. There is a favorite there somehow. Right. I just feel like, and I feel like Quickly is one of those players where you just gotta play him. Like,
right.
Once he starts shooting and in the game and getting the flow, he got to get some type of playing time. He's a firecracker. You got to throw him out there at least. See what he's gonna do. But I mean, Grimes. If you want to think about it, Grimes is a little bit more like solid. Like what I mean, less of a.
He more prototype shooting guard, right?
Right. Yeah.
He more prototype, bro.
Yeah. So he's more prototypical. Like if you think about it, but Quickly it's just a different. I don't know. I feel like Evan Fournier's minutes isn't going to be as high, if anything, as high as we think it's going to be, if anything.
I can see that if the coach is always going Quentin Grimes or Quentin to go in to defend some guy who's going off.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, well, maybe you need to put this kid in a lot earlier and see how that looks.
Yeah, it could be a little offensive defensive thing, if we need more offensive throwing Quickly more. We need a little bit more defense, Grimes and being more. I can see that being like the case.
I guess that the major question here with Grimes is, can he develop an all-around game that'll keep him on the floor to make him a viable option? And if you can, how soon can that and will that happen?
I think right now all he got to do is play defense and make corner threes. That's what our offense basically is. And that's what basically all the other guards and perimeter players on our team does is just shoot corner threes. You know what I mean? So I think he got that part of it down. He can shoot some threes now. The boy can shoot. But all around game, I don't know. I feel like he's a little robotic on the dribble.
Right.
Off the dribble, I feel like he's a little bit robotic. I feel like he plays. You know what? I think I got it. He will play better with the starters than he will with the bench players.
Fish, are you saying Quentin Grimes should be a starter?
No, I'm not saying he should be a starter.
You just said
He will play better with the starters than with the players.
Are you saying Quentin Grimes should be a starter?
No, not at all.
You just said
kinda.
No, not at all. I'm just saying he would be playing better with the starters than he would off the bench.
Are you saying that Quentin Grimes
with the bench players?
Well, no. Look, I'm not trying to put words in his mouth. I think I kind of get his fish. And correct me if I'm wrong. You saying he seemed like he's probably more comfortable with the starters than he would be with the bench?
Yeah, because with the starters, with RJ out there, with Randall, with Kemba out there, all he got to do is just shoot threes and play defense.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I see where you were going. I got it.
Yeah.
He's not saying
bench, we'll be looking coming off the bench. We will be looking for him to be more of what Quickly does. You know what I mean? So that's what I was trying
to be instant offense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not to take the position, but he's more comfortable in the floor with the starters, because now you're not really asking much of them.
Right.
You know, hey kid, I need you to go in this corner, drain this three, get up on this cat, stay with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay.
It's less thinking, it's less pressure, it's less, it's less expectations of what we want him to do. If he's out there with the starters and he make 2 threes and have a couple of defensive possessions, he did his job.
Okay. All right.
Let me ask this. So if Mitch averages 25 and 10, he's not the breakout player?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, G-Man? You've been real quiet over there. It's the longest I've never seen you not say nothing.
Listen, I'm surveying the battlefield right now. That's what I'm doing. I am surveying the battlefield right now. Because I have my day yet. It is, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. I want everybody to get their points out there, and I'm kind of taking in, where the conversation is going, what people's points are, because when I have to speak, I want to be able to speak directly to whoever made whatever quote that was made,
okay,
and we have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking it all in today, and I promise you, I'm not going to turn this into an Obi Toppin show today. I'm not going to do that today. I'm on a whole nother trajectory today, because we got a game tomorrow night, the first game of the regular season. So
what do you have against Obi Toppin, bro?
So didn't I just say? I know I just said I'm not going to turn this into an Obi Toppin show. First of
all, you said you weren't going to say Obi Toppin name, and you said it twice.
I did, because you don't see Freezy.
Got him, coach.
He did, and I went back on my word that quick. But everyone.
What do y'all have against Obi Toppin, bro?
Oh,
not in that sense. What I'm saying is not in the sense like the dislike for the player or the person. That's not what I'm like. When I ask these questions, don't think about it like we have to hate one player to love another, because we don't. We can love all the Knicks players, and that's what we should do, right? I'm not saying when I ask this, I don't say it to say, love one, hate the other, blah blah blah. Nah, man. If we pick one and don't mention the other, don't mean we hate that one.
Facts. That's a fact.
Like you don't have to eat chicken every day.
That's a fact. That gets boring.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, in this case, where I asked the panel, and listen, all of y'all are smart, bro, and it's fun being here because y'all are smart, right? It's fun because it's a challenge trying to get these things through. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get y'all to answer stuff, right? But we sat here. I
good at it too.
I asked, yeah. And so I asked, who could be the potential breakout? You know what I'm saying?
What's the poll say, Freezy? What's the poll say?
Let me check out the poll. Let me go into the poll and see what it says. All right, just give me a second for it to catch up. I don't want to end the poll. I just want to look at it. So with how many votes is it? With 63 votes, Quentin Grimes has 27%. Emmanuel Quickly has 10%. Obi Toppin has 38%, and Mitchell Robinson has 25%. That should bring a smile to somebody's face.
So I'm gonna stay stone face. I'm gonna put my poker face on right
Man,
now.
keep your ears in your mouth because you're trying to hold it back.
yeah.
Put your ears, don't let your ears sit in your mouth, man. You can't hold it back.
So this is what I would say. First of all, let me get my just due. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us this morning. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. If you have not done so already, hit that like button, move over to the right just a minute, and subscribe so you make sure you don't miss none of this good content. But in order to make sure you don't miss it, you got to hit that notification bell. Let's do that so we can keep this thing rolling. Because I'm telling you right now, like I said, tomorrow night is the first regular season game of the season for the Knicks, and we're playing the Celtics. It's only going to get better from here, ladies and gentlemen. We passed talking about the draft. We passed talking about who the potential trades are. We passed talking about summer league. We passed talking about preseason, but we're still talking about it because it's going to be impactful for the tomorrow night's game. Right. But don't get it twisted. Once this regular season get going, this content is about to be on fuego. If you don't know what that means on fire. I'm telling you right now, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Now, to reference what the conversation is, and here comes that monologue that you were talking about, Fish. Here it comes. You done called me out. So what I would say is this. I would say that I think that based on the history of how Tom Thibodeau plays players and who we see him put emphasis on, either in summer league where he's sitting on the sideline and he's coaching up Obi and quickly and forcing them into their leadership role, that transition into preseason. Never in your wildest dreams could anyone have told me that the closing five for the last preseason game will be what we saw in the court. And if you tell me that's false, I'm going to call you a liar to your face. I'm telling you right now. Because there's no way possible I see Obi Toppin closing out. You don't have Kemba Walker. Evan Fournier is not on the court. Mitchell Robinson is not on the court. What are we saying? Go ahead.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I feel like that's just Tibbs as a coach, period. I seen games where I've been watching games, where RJ Barrett's on the bench in the fourth quarter, and I'm going irate. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
But I see, it works out because Burks is actually, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and RJ wasn't doing nothing. Like, so I feel like as Tibbs as a coach, you can never, expect the unexpected with the lineups, especially, going in the crunch time.
So I believe this, right? So one of the criticisms I had for Tibbs early on in the beginning of the season, that he wouldn't make adjustments. He would stick with whatever that starting five was.
Right.
He would play there for X amount of minutes, and you can mark on the calendar or on the clock. Once the clock hit a certain number, then you knew the second squad was coming in.
Right.
And then once that number hit, you knew the starting five was going to come. So look. He was notorious for this. At the half, you come back out. The starting five is going to start. They're going to play to about 4 to 5 minutes left in the quarter, and then you bring the bench in to save us and kind of get us back up to speed. Because normally we were playing from behind in the third quarter. So you needed those points to get us back in contention to be able to push for the fourth quarter. So he's doing something a little different this year, which I'm glad to see. It gives me. It gives, and again, I always say hope is not a strategy, but it gives me hope that there's room to grow there, right? And I say all that to say this, and I'm going to bring this back around to the Quentin Grimes conversation. Quentin Grimes, to me, is in the same position that Obi Toppin or Emmanuel Quickly was last year. So Quentin has to figure out where he's going to get those minutes from. And he's going to have to take somebody's minutes. Don't get it twisted. Ain't nobody just going to offer up and be like, okay, I'm going to sit over here on the sideline and let Grimes go get some burn. That don't happen in the NBA.
Right.
That's not how we roll, right? So to Freezy's point, if he locking down Evan on a consistent basis, look, Freezy, Tibbs already told you, in order for you to get burned on the floor during the game, you have to be exceptional in practice. He on record for saying that you have to be exceptional in practice. So I'm not trying to read nothing into, what's going on or whatever the case may be. But, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be the first gauge that we have as to what the mindset is for how this roster is going to move forward. Now, did we just sign another vet point guard?
Brandon Knight.
Yes.
But we cut him.
Oh, already? He gone?
Same day.
He's with G League.
Same day, yeah. I'm going to get some tea for these vocal calls, bro. I'll be right back.
Okay, bro. So
they did that for the G League. You got to sign them, then cut them.
You got to sign them and cut them. Yeah. I say all that to say this because we talk about when you're looking at the point guard position, if Evans not on the court, if Rose is not on the court, who are we putting at the point position? Is it going to be Quickly or is it going to be McBride? Somebody let me know. What are your thoughts?
Quickly.
Who go? Quickly. Okay. I can see that. But let me ask you this, Fish. Is Quickly NBA point guard ready right now today? Me talking to you right now.
Yeah, not your type of NBA point guard, but yeah.
So what you're saying is he's a warm body that can fill the position and not just throw the form away. That's what I'm getting.
No, I know you personally. I know
Facts.
I know what kind of point guard you like, so I have to.
Facts. I got you.
That and say, yeah. So I feel
that's
like
fair.
He's more of a now type of point guard, a scoring point guard. You know what I mean? More than a facilitating, get the team and hit the offense type of point guard. So I feel like he can't play that. He can't play that position. Like, look, we got Derrick Rose on our team. He's not a facilitator like that. You know what I mean? And Kemba, they're not really facilitators. Are they vets now and learn how to play the game a little bit better and pick their spots more? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, quickly we'll learn under them how to do the same thing.
Okay. So, Soul Thing, I'm going to pose the same question to you. So do you feel like if for whatever reason, if the stars align and Kemba's not, so first of all, let me revert back and I'm going to say this first and foremost. I believe tomorrow night, Kemba Walker is going to have the game of his life because he's playing against the Celtics. I believe that's going to happen. That's number one. I'm going to say that first and foremost, right? But if you run into a situation to where you have Kemba in limited minutes, Rose in limited minutes, and you got to have somebody at the point position, are you looking for a Quickly or are you looking to baptize the rookie by fire?
Well, and we're talking about as in IQ with the ball?
Yep. IQ at the point or bringing McBride in.
Well, the thing is I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna say it with my chest. I'm gonna put IQ in to start off because he's the one with the experience. If it ain't cutting, then I gotta bring Deuce in. That's just the way it is. Because many people saying that he's not a point guard, he's a combo guard. We got the experiment going on with him, but he's got the experience right now. And like I said, if he ain't cutting it, then you put Deuce in. That's what Tibbs did with Grimes. So you put him in, and if you can't get it, next man up. Come on, get it.
Okay, that's fair. And we all know that regardless of his preseason, regular season, whatever, Tibbs playing to win. So whatever his rotation is, he's doing what's best for the W at the end of the day, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. Yeah. Chuck, tell me your thoughts, brother. Same question to you. Are at the point guard position, if Kemba and Rose are not available, if they're not playing and they need to sit for a minute, are you going to go with a IQ, or are you going to give you're going to tell the young rookie, open your mouth and drink from this fire hose? Pause.
Super pause.
I almost left.
I'm definitely going with quickly to start to. I'm gonna throw this out there.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna start Alec Burks if they can't play, and then quickly to come
I
off.
was gonna say that on the comeback around too.
Okay.
Come off the bench because we did see Burks play a lot of point guard last year.
Yep.
With the second unit. It's not the most ideal situation because he's not a natural point guard. Yes, he can handle the ball, but you saw that he was definitely looking for his shot more than facilitating. But you're going to get the same thing if you put Deuce in. Deuce is going to get his shot first because that's a little more natural to him. I think someone said earlier that him being able to read the defense and make the right passes and decisions isn't there yet, and that's to be expected being a rookie transitioning from the college game to the NBA game. But I would definitely go with a combination of Burks and quickly, and if that did not work, then you just got to see what the kid has. You got to see what Deuce can do.
That's fair. I like the Burks scenario. I didn't even. So I had another thought for Burks, but I like that take that you had, Chuck. I like that for real. Eddie C, my man, my mellow. Same question posed to you. If you got your two your starting point guard and your backup point guard are not available, are you going with a IQ or a Deuce McBride?
I don't think ADC is there.
He may not be. Going once, ADC? Going twice? Okay, all right. So we're gonna move on. So having said all that, and this is leading into my next question, because this is how things kind of matriculate, right? So in a situation to where you don't have a Kemba or Rose at the point, and then you have to bring in that person at the three, who are you bringing in? So again, Evan start. You got Burks coming off the bench. So I'm assuming that is the natural rotation. Would anybody disagree with that at this point?
No, not at all.
Okay. So how and when does Grimes find his way to the basketball court is my question. If we're talking about Grimes is the guy that we feel like is going to have the natural maturation and burst into the rotation, where does he find those minutes at? And who is he taking them from? I guess that's my point.
I mean, it's going to be a situation. That's more of some serious situation of position. Reason I say that is because normally you would have Burks in there, but in the situation just like Chuck brought up, and if you think about it, it'd be a situation and like you start off without you may wind up having to close with Burks at the point, and then you can slide in Grimes over at that three.
Mm-hmm.
To come in and to spare some minutes. You still got RJ that's gonna go there, or you have you said Fournier won't be available, right?
Yeah, he won't be available.
Yeah, he won't be available. So you're gonna be using you're gonna lean heavily on Burks and Grimes situation like that, and therefore that means that IQ and Deuce will really be getting more playing time. So it's going to be one of those situations where who's the hot hand and who's playing the best defense that you're going to keep them out there even longer. And I mean, but like I said, you do have RJ falling back that you can slide over to the three and move some of those others to the two.
Facts, and don't get it twisted. And otherwise, just pointed this out because Andre Brandt said it, and whenever it comes down to what we're really talking about, at the end of the day, if the people that are handling the ball are not doing a good job, Randall's going to take over the game anyway. So Randall reverts back to the point forward at that point. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that the game don't get out of hand, and we're still doing still doing what we need to do to win the game. Because at the end of the day, it's about that W. It ain't about stats. It ain't about who's in the game. It's about who's on the court that can get me a win. That's what Tibbs wants to see. And that's how he runs that rotation. But I like what I saw from Grimes in the last couple games. Well, especially the last game of the preseason. But again, we're talking about preseason. And, you know, teams were rotating players in and out. They didn't have their ones or twos rotations out there for any limited amount of time. I think Washington played everybody on their roster when we played them the last game, as I watched the box score. But it's about what are we doing to make sure that we're going to be better. Now, so the next question I have is, if you were in a situation to where you have to play, you have a choice. Either you bring in Knox or you bring in Grimes. Who are you bringing in? I'll leave that open to anybody to answer. My question is, because we all have experienced the Kevin Knox experience, right? And he's been on this squad for a minute. So how we're feeling right now and what we've seen, if there's a substitution that's on the board right now, are you bringing in Knox first or you bringing in Grimes?
I mean, look, you can go with Knox first in the first quarter or the second or in the first half, because you know he good in the first half of the game and he fades away in the second part like a fart in the wind. So that was duly noted. Even it's a situational.
It's situational question, right? Right.
And you know, if you jump out like me, I like to have a little more meat on the bone, a little more info before I jump out.
On this one, I need a little bit more context.
Yeah. Because
okay. Let me give you this. First half, going to the second quarter, we're up by 5, and you have to make a substitution. So, is that substitution Kevin Knox or is it going to be Grimes?
For me personally, it would be hard for me to pick off the top of my head, saying that we haven't played any games yet this season, so I don't really have a feel for how this player is playing, you know, during this season or right now in that time frame. So that's what kind of makes that one a little tougher. But I would go with Grimes, just for that simple fact that I've seen Kevin Knox already, and
okay,
just from that perspective of it. But I don't,
I respect that, and Be Civilized has a great point. He says it depends on who we're playing.
Yeah,
right.
That's too.
So
yeah, that's it.
That matters. That matters as well. Yeah. So this is not a cut and dry answer, but I guess the point that I'm trying to get to here is this: we have to be cognizant of, just because a player had a good game, one game, that does not necessarily mean it doesn't translate well, right? It could have just been that, the guy that I was defending that night, I knew his tendencies. I was able to lock him down and then able to get my shot off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when it goes game by game, you know what I mean? You kind of get a feel for, okay, that's who this player is. That's why I said it would kind of be hard to say who, because I don't really know who Quentin Grimes is all the way yet, because I haven't seen him enough in enough spots. Even though it's been the preseason, I don't really care about the preseason too much. You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, and that's the kind of the same point that this is why I led with the IQ and McBride conversation, right? Because as a head coach, you're going to be bound to what the tendencies of your players are. You're going to know the strengths. You're going to know the weaknesses. You're going to know who, in your mind, they're going to be good against and who not to play them against, because you want to hide them, right? So you're going to know all that. So all that comes into play. But when we talk about the Quentin Grimes, and you guys mentioned this before, there's an upside to him for sure. Coming into the season, coming out of Summer League, I thought that McBride had a higher upside. But as I see how these players kind of fit into the fold of what the roster, how the roster is currently constructed, and how they can insert themselves into a different position, then I think Grimes has a little bit more upside for me right now than a McBride. What are your thoughts? And let me say this. That may not be a fair question because McBride is playing behind Kemba and D Rose.
Yeah,
right?
I was ask the question again, G-Man.
So what the question is this: who has a bigger upside right now as we're looking at how these guys are matriculating themselves into, or potentially inserting themselves into a roster spot or getting burned on the court real time? Would that be a McBride or Grimes?
Currently, right now, I'll jump out there and if I step in that stuff, then it is what it is. I would say that Grimes, it's a better situation for him. He has more avenues of getting out there, more so than Deuce. I said it before, I thought that Deuce would be out there more, be able to get out there more because of Kemba and D Rose. But when you look at it, all the other ball handlers, the other two ball handlers we have on the squad, between Burks, IQ, Randall, and then even Evan, that you don't have to force to get
McBride minutes.
Yeah, McBride minutes.
Right.
And take the time to develop him and get him up to the speed, since it takes him a little longer to set the defense. Me myself, I like McBride. I like to see him get out there. I like to see both these cats get on the floor and really get at it.
Mm-hmm.
But the way this team is currently constructed, that's going to be harder in some situations. It's going to be harder for Deuce than I think for Grimes, because Grimes has more avenues. Because you can, like I said, Kemba or Rose go down, you got IQ, you got AB, and then you can slide Grimes in at the 2 or the 3. He can even spare for a hot second if need be. I'm not saying that I want to see him do it, but at need be, they have to take over, do some get the ball moving around. So you can do a little bit more with that situation, with the position.
And again, we not knocking McBride. We just think he need more time.
Not at all.
We just think you need more time. That's all.
Yeah,
that's been the point of the conversation. I hope people don't take it the wrong way. It's not like we saying that the guy is never going to be good, but we saw him against the Pistons.
Yeah,
and he just he ain't.
I think overall, I like McBride better than Grimes overall. But right now, today, I would go with Grimes. So, right now, today, I would go with Grimes.
And that's fair, because I feel like we've seen a larger sample size for Grimes' game versus a McBride, because Grimes has been able to maneuver himself. And I think that whole Julius Randle having a baby thing was a blessing in disguise for Grimes, because now you got Obi starting and Grimes is coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a huge opportunity for him, and he capitalized on it, because we're talking about
everything revolve around Obi, bro.
Yeah,
the G-Man, everything revolve around Obi. I was so lost just now. He was like, "Yeah, Randall had a baby, man. Obi Toppin." What?
Baby
Crazy.
I'm like,
man.
Yeah.
G-Man using Obi. He's acting like Obi-Wan using Jedi mind tricks, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
I swear I did not
don't
see
trust
that
the
coming.
Hey, look, listen. This is how you do, Freezy. You got to get him in where you can get him in. You know what I'm saying? That's a Jedi mind trick.
Right.
Obi-Wan.
I was so lost, bro. I was like,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I believe this, right? I believe honestly and truthfully, I believe that any rookie that's coming off the bench that's going to actually get playing time above all others is going to be one Mr. Quentin Grimes. I believe he gets burned before anybody else. Honestly, I believe that's how it's going to go down. I don't know what the situation is going to be. I don't know what he's going to be asked to come in to do, but I'm telling you right now, once this young man steps foot on the court, there's no turning back. Everybody else is going to have to adjust.
Here's a question: will Grimes get more playing time over these other rookies because of his skill set and what he brings to the table, or because of the way the roster is constructed?
I would say both.
Yeah, and it's going to be situational to that standpoint, because we got to factor in here. So we're assuming right now everybody's healthy, right?
So
everyone's healthy.
I'm gonna need you guys to sign these applications that I'm gonna send over, so you guys could be on this Quentin Grimes fan club. Because I'm not only a member, I'm the president of the Grimes fan club.
For sure.
So I'm gonna need you guys to sign these certifications of authenticity, no backtracking, all in 100%. That we on this Grimes train,
bro. It sound like you signed his name across your heart.
Listen,
G-Man, remember that song?
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
Across your heart.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, Reese. Check it out. I have never been one to have favorite players. I'm a New York Knicks fan, but I've never been one to be like, yo, I'm going to get a Julius Randle jersey. I'm going to get a RJ Barrett jersey, Mitchell Robinson. But this kid, I will spend my $70 and get a Grimes jersey. I'm going to put it to you like that. Like, I would take money out my pocket. And you know how cheap I am. You know how cheap I am.
What?
I would take money out my pocket to get a Grimes jersey right now.
So Eddie C, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you about being the president of a fan club, right? If the fact that you have not gotten a Grimes jersey right now tells me that you suspect to me right now.
Well,
because I'm telling you, when Obi came out, I bought Obi Toppin jersey right off the bat.
No, I mean, true to a certain extent. I don't live in New York where I could just go to the store and buy one.
Got you. Me
either. But you're right. I need to go on the NBA.com and spend those 70. I'm just really cheap. I'm really cheap. So it's gonna be hard to get those $70. but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys.
I feel you. Hey, Free Guy, I'll tell you this, man. Hey,
how y'all lawyers look at that contract for you, son?
For sure. Hey, Todd Barbie, if you watching, bro, we need for you to check out these contracts. And then Eddie C dip.
Yeah. He going to order his Grimes jersey right now.
Yeah, hey,
he
Todd
need that
Barbie.
bandwidth.
Yeah. Hey, but just real quick. Hey, so this might not too loud, is it?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
Good.
All right. So, I kind of want to shift away just a little bit, right? And ask y'all this. And so you know the chat will overreact, man. I saw somebody in the chat was like, "Yo, one game. You only saw him one game, bro. You didn't just see him one game. The fact that this kid got drafted means that the cat got upside, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Gotta
I mean, let's not do that. Let's not be the wet blanket. You know what I'm saying?
Pay attention.
Yeah. But I want to ask y'all this though. What do y'all think is the immediate team need after you saw what you saw? Is there a team need that jumps out?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we need an offensive big off the bench.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
we may need to go get one too.
Boy, look, I'm telling you, I'm gonna jump out here first. I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out the way first, right? So I understand the fact that Mitch has not played a game in a minute, right? He put all this weight on, and what people don't understand is this: if you are not a physical person that gets out and does physical activities every day and understands how your body changes and what adjustments you have to make, you're gonna be lost. So when Mitch came into the game, in his mind, it's like this, Freezy. It's like this. It's like when you get up and go to PT in the morning, right? And the first arm takes you out on the run. Every morning, the first time, you know you're going 2 miles out. You know when you get to the water tower, you're going to turn around and you go back to the barracks.
Right.
You're mentally prepared for that, right?
Right.
So, and your body, your mind, your soul, you're good. Boom, 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 boom. But when he keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about when you run past the chow hall?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
When you usually make that. You make
bacon.
What we going?
Yeah.
Well, look, they're like, where is first round going right now? Where are we going? How long we finna run? So now your mind is gone. You are mentally distraught. So what that does to your body is,
especially after a 4-day weekend.
Oh boy, look at here! Stop playing. Stop playing.
It's a wrap.
Stop playing. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never served in the military, I'm gonna explain to you what I'm talking about. Imagine this. Imagine you get up on Monday morning and you go into work and you're expecting the same thing that's going on. But as soon as you walk in the door, your supervisor's standing in front of you with a whole folder of stuff that you need to do that you're not normally used to doing, right? And he tells you, I need this done before 11 o'clock because I got a high-powered meeting I got to go to for whatever the case may be. The point is, things that are added to your plate that you're not used to experiencing, you have to develop a mental stopgap to be able to accomplish what it is that the task that's set before you. Right. Mitchell Robinson came into the game expecting to play X amount of minutes. Yeah. Tibbs was like, "No, young fella, I'm gonna need you to keep going, keep on going." And I don't know if it was out of necessity. I don't know if Tibbs was testing him. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you what I saw with my own eyes. My own eyes saw that Mitchell Robinson wasn't ready. He was not ready. Now he had some impressive plays, right? Some oops out there. He made some defensive stops. Got it. But what stuck out in my mind was this. My big is lumbering up and down the court. Lumbering. Physically lumbering.
He's not in game shape.
No, he's definitely not in game shape. So the question is, how long does it take him to get into game shape? Is it 10 games? Is it 20 games? What are we talking about right here? Because I go back to what I said before yesterday. So let me ask you this.
And so Alawanza, are you saying that I'm nitpicking? Are you saying first people said Mitch was too skinny, now they say
nobody said
too big?
Too big though.
Nobody says he's too big.
Are you saying that I'm nitpicking? I mean, I didn't even bring it up. What I was saying is offense behind Mitch. I don't think we have a big that can take over a game with scoring.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think we got a Fish. Do you think we have a big that can take over?
Nah.
You know, outside of Randall, like do you see?
I feel like we need a center or a forward that can, shoot some threes and maybe post up a little bit. Yeah, I do. If we had one weakness, that would be it right there. That's right. The glaring weakness, that we can just look at just on the roster without even playing the game. Like we can look at our center position and say they're all like the same player.
Yeah. And so the Taj Gibson thing is an aberration, bro. You're not getting 21 points a game from Taj Gibson.
No, not even almost.
You know what I'm saying?
And if that's what we depend on, we're going to fail. I said that before. I'm on record for saying that. If we, as New York Knicks fans and the organization, believe that Taj Gibson is the answer at the 5, we are destined to fail. I'm telling you right now.
I agree with you on that, G-Man. I like Taj. I like the intangible, man. But I don't want to see,
Man, we should have brought Taj back as a coach.
I think he will be back as a coach after it's all said and done. I think he will.
He is he's wasting a roster. He's a great player, great locker room guy, but he's wasting a roster spot.
I don't think he's wasting a roster spot because he still has worth. Now what they do with you rarely see Udonis Haslem get on the floor. I think he finally retired. Did he retire?
No, Udonis Haslem still plays.
Okay, he still plays, but he didn't retire. But he's
there. Look. So figure he retired on active duty right now.
Right. We used to call that being short We used to call that being short. You know how you be you about the ETS.
Yeah.
you about to change duty stations or something.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? Like no lie. And I hate to keep referring to military stuff, but after you did your night jump, right? You knew that everything else was downhill from there.
That's
right?
right.
After you do your 4-day jumps, you do your night jump. Everything else is downhill from there. You basically everything else is processing, right? You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to go to your next duty station, turning your stuff back. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff, right? So now that you official, you waiting on your ceremony. You know what I'm saying? You waiting to get your, you know what I'm saying? All kind of. I don't want to get too much into that stuff, right? But anyway, everything else is like, and so anyway, I guess what I'm getting at, first of all, movies and stuff, Randall is not a center. Don't say Randall is a center, bro. We know that.
Yeah.
Movies and stuff say Randall not a center. Bro, everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? We hope.
And hope is not a strategy.
That Randall may be the small ball 5 in stretches so that Obi can play some 4 and the tandem can play together. But none of us hope that Obi is a small ball center and Randall plays the 4 or vice versa. Right. We don't want to. No, right. we don't want to do that because that means we wasted a whole bunch of money on Noel.
Yes,
a whole bunch of money on Noel when we could have used that money in somewhere else, right?
Facts.
The other thing too with that scenario is if Randall has to play or Obi has to play small ball 5 minutes to generate offense, that means Tibbs is not getting any offense from Mitch, Taj, or Noel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you go to that lineup in significant minutes, that means that lineup has improved so much defensively in terms of defense and rim protection that you don't even need the other guys anymore, basically. That means you can play Jericho Sims as a backup now. What I would say to that is this. The organization is smart enough to know what they need at this point. It's the reason why the conversation of a 6'9" wing. Because think about this, G-Man. Remember the 6'9" wing thing? Remember that?
Yep, I do.
And you notice everybody that the Knicks brought in was not that.
Mm-hmm. Not even almost. Not even close.
Not even close, yeah.
Right. Even the new guy, Shamanich, he's the dude, the 6'10" guy, the combo forward.
Yep.
He's not known for whatever that dude's a project.
Yeah, he doesn't have a motor. That's one of the big things on him.
I like that pickup though. I like the picking up, I don't know. I don't know
my
the best
my
word
preference though would have been to pick up Sekou Doumbouya.
That would have been great.
That would have been fantastic, right, for us, because he's a moldable piece of clay, super athlete, 6'8".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Young. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he could play a little bit more small ball 5 than Obi.
Yeah.
He's a better rim protector. A little bit more
and he's got that aggression to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that more
motor.
Yeah.
Defensive motor. Because Obi got a motor. It's just not.
I think the Boya was his attitude, correct? That was what they kept saying. That
he immature, bro. He a baby. You know what I'm saying? He just immature. That's all.
Well, that was the team he was with. They didn't have a lot of leadership there as well. The team,
Detroit, yeah.
So that can make a difference to change the scenery. And you coming into, like I said, we pick them up with what we have and the culture we got. You got guys around the age that are already out there bought in and with the vets we got. So yeah, that would be a good pick. And he's got man, I had to turn on my brain mouth filter. I almost said something. Has a doggone good skill set.
Right.
No doubt.
Right. And then plus of a lot of us have that son, right? The one that the switch just flipped late. You know what I'm saying? Not that he a bad person, you know what I'm saying? He just, you know, so he just don't get it as fast as the other sons and daughters do. You know what I'm saying? He be the one like, yeah, man, I just got paid yesterday. And then you go in the thing. I'm like, dog, you spent your whole check on Doritos and Captain Crunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Why are you sweating me? I'm 26 years old. Bro, you 26, spending your money on Doritos and Captain Crunch, bro.
That's what they do.
What in the name of Fred and Barney? What's happening out here?
That's what they do. That's how they get down.
You know, and so that's Sekou Doom Boy. He's just got the rumor is, and because we don't know for sure, but the rumor is that it's maturity issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Showing up late, you know, not being professional.
Right.
The things that go with dudes that are, you know, 19, 20, 21-year-old millionaires.
That's what they do.
Some people just don't get it. Yeah. Some people just don't get it early on. The team around him maybe is, you know,
terrible.
Yeah.
And you know that impacts, you know, what you do on a day-to-day. Because if you're in a bad situation at work, you're going to unconsciously pick up those negative vibes, and your reaction is going to be based on what your environment is. The environment creates the individual, or I would say this, not creates. The environment impacts the individual, right?
Right.
So don't get that twisted. So one thing I need to answer, right? So I want people to understand this. When I talked about Mitch laboring up and down the court in his first game back, understand he's coming back from a foot injury. Understand that there were things that went on, you know, his workout, whatever the case would be. All that's irrelevant. All I'm saying is this. If you know every Monday you have to be at work by 9 o'clock and you 5 minutes late, guess what? You late. Right? So when I tell you as an NBA player, then there's an opportunity. I'm bringing you back from injury. I want to see what you have. And me sitting here talking to you, we're in my office right now. I'm sitting behind my desk. You sitting in that comfy chair across from my desk. And I'm telling Fish, check this out. Understand you're coming back from injury, right? So I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes in the first half, 10 minutes in the second half. We just got to see how it goes. But it's going to be game time dependent, right? So if I see that there's an opportunity for you to get going, then I'm going to leave you out there for a minute. And this as a head coach, this is what I'm asking you. Are you good with that?
Yeah.
So at some point, the player has to say, yeah, coach, I'm straight. But as a head coach, when I'm looking at you and your movements up and down the court, I have to be able to make adjustments based on what your performance is on the court. Right? And this is no shot at Mitch. I understand the fellas, and I give him all the applause, all the shout outs. He came in, he did what he needed to do. He understands the things that he needs to work on because he said himself, hey, my condition is not where it needs to be. I need to work on that.
He said multiple things though, G-Man. He said multiple. So
yeah.
So he said multiple. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sophie. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. He said it was some real colorful adjectives at that.
Yeah.
He did,
and so Mitch said a few things. First, Mitch said, "Yes, I was in the weight room because I got tired of getting pushed around last year."
He did. He said that.
Mitch said that. He said, "I had to get stronger."
He did.
Right.
Yep.
Right. That was one thing he said. The other thing he said is, "Yes, I got to get my conditioning back. You know, I got 5 days. I'm going to work on my conditioning with Taj Gibson." Right. So if that didn't impress you, then you are hard to impress.
Yeah, fact.
Right.
And just the thing is, like, I don't know if you guys play, you know, who's played sports or anything like that or active like that. When you pick up that weight and put on that weight, it's different. Like you gotta learn how to run and condition with that weight. Like it's been, you know what I mean?
Yes.
He probably is conditioning to play right now in the weight that he used to be.
Not now, yeah.
But not like he is now. You know, it's
Facts.
hard. Just like, you know, the boxing fight, the Wilder fight. Wilder put on all that weight, and he was burnt out by the 6th round.
Yeah.
Wilder. Hey, Fish. So just real quick, man.
Not that heavy.
So real quick, I just wanted to say something to make you laugh, bro. So I've been trying to get back in shape so I can eventually start back boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wilder's trash, bro.
Oh,
I think Wilder's trash.
But
anyway.
Yeah.
So Freezy, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a brother, and I love you like a play cousin, right? So it's my job and my responsibility to tell you, I have no problem at all with you getting in shape. But whatever that shape is, where you want to be in your mind, I support you 110%, right? But my brother, at some point, we gotta let go of those things that we used to do back in the day that we think we can still do now at the age of 50 plus. I'm just saying. Right. I'm just saying, because these you look back in the day when you know in your prime, when you in there, you go out there and you got that respect. These young boys don't care about that. What they gonna say is, who put Uncle Freezy in the ring with me today? I don't want to hurt him.
G-Man, but I can make about $800 a fight, bro.
Freezy.
Just
look, Freezy, we don't want you out there like Foreman.
Listen, check this out. Check this out.
Holyfield.
I'm not gonna be in shape like Foreman. I'm not gonna be great.
800 a fight, is that really? That's not really.
So Freezy, this is what we'll do, Freezy. This is what we do. I'm gonna open up a corporation, right? I'm gonna start an LLC. And I want Uncle Freezy to be the CEO of my LLC, and I'm gonna pay you $800 a week, or whatever that is. Just so I don't have to, turn on YouTube and see you in a situation like my boy, the basketball player that got knocked out by the YouTube guy. Nate Robinson.
But Nate,
with his booty in the air.
Nate is not a fighter though.
He's not. But Freezy.
So
Freezy. Let me ask you this.
But let me do the. I just want to do the Mitch thing real quick. The thing with Mitch is it's not just a Mitchell Robinson putting on weight thing. It's any player coming back from injury is gonna have to wear off they have ring rust.
Yes.
Right. No matter who it is.
Time back and all that.
Right. Because any NBA player, I don't care if you play point guard or center, point guard through center, if you miss 7 months of NBA action,
you're rusty.
You're gonna come back and be rusty and winded because nothing gets you in shape like playing NBA basketball.
Real time basketball.
Right. No matter how much you be on a treadmill, no matter how much you swim in the pool, you know what I'm saying? No matter what. You're gonna be rusty because and here's an example. Michael Jordan retired, right?
Yep,
Michael Jordan retired and missed a year and a half, right? And he came back and oh my God, he did the games. Remember the game against I think it was the Indiana Pacers, and Reggie Miller and them were laughing in Michael Jordan's face about how bad he looked when he came back.
Yeah.
They were pointing. Reggie Miller was pointing in Mike's face like this. You washed up, old man. And Michael Jordan took 2 games, right, and came to the Garden, right? And I thought it was payback for all them years that Mike had did us dirty. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, when Mike came back to the Garden, Michael Jordan put up 55. Remember, it's the double nickel game. Remember the double nickel game?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Unfortunately, yes.
Right. Mike came back and he looked winded visibly. And look, Mike's body was the same. As a matter of fact, I think Mike came back smaller than he left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Mike came back at about 200 pounds. When he retired, he was about 209, 210. Right. Mm-hmm. But even with that, even Michael, if the GOAT coming off a layoff look rusty and winded, how can we hold Mitchell Robinson to such a high standard, bro?
By the way, Ben Simmons was suspended 1 game.
Okay.
By the team. Yeah.
Man. I don't think it's a point of holding Mitch to a higher standard. What I'm saying is I just need people to understand what is actually going on.
Right.
because it's good to see the young fella back on the court,
right?
By all intents and purposes. But to your point, there's a learning curve out there. You got to get back into that rotation and figure out where you fit in. And when you throw your hand up and the coach see your hand go up, Fish knows that when G-Man throw a hand up, hey, I'm gonna need you to send somebody to get me.
Oh, I thought you meant throw the lob.
No,
I thought when you throw your hand up,
Because I'm going back to the other end of the floor. As I'm traveling to the other end of the floor, my hand up. Coach, get somebody in here because I'm about to get used and abused because the things that we do as basketball players, the other team is looking at. They know you lumbering.
Right.
They know whether or not you in a defensive position, if I can take you off the dribble. When they got fresh legs in the game, they know that. This is not junior high basketball, right? We're talking about professional basketball players. These guys study tape, they study tendencies. They know that when you're coming back off an injury, I'm gonna have to test out the ankle that you got.
Right. I'm
gonna have to test out those sore ribs that you got. So when you try to back me down in the paint and I hit you with that little Schmitty in the back that don't nobody see how you gonna react.
Right, but my man did that to him, G-Man, and he did. Montrezl Harrell did that to Mitch, and Montrezl Harrell bounced back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm
saying? Mitch, like if we don't have, I know, like Tibbs is not just gonna play Mitch like right away, like 3 minutes in, and then continue to play him 26 minutes if he's not healthy. He's just out of shape. That's the only problem.
He just needed to run up and down.
He needs 10 to 15 games. He's fine.
Right. Yeah.
And do you want to? I want Mitch to be healthy, obviously, but I think they understand that Sims and Taj aren't guarding any center. We're gonna play the Sixers on as our fourth game. They're not gonna be guard. He's gonna drop 60 points on them.
Right. And so having Mitch at his current man, because think about this, Joel Embiid is not a sprinter down the floor either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid ain't taking people off the dribble with speed and explosion. Right. He's a fluid athlete and he's strong and he can get to his own spots, but he is not. Don't get it twisted. This dude
he's not well conditioned either.
Yeah, this dude is strong. You know what I'm saying? The dude is strong. So and I look forward to Mitch playing Joel Embiid. I'm not saying that Mitch is gonna stop JoJo. What I'm saying is that this version of Mitch is better equipped to handle JoJo than last year's version. Than last year's version of Mitch.
Yep.
Right. Those whatever weight that is that Mitch put on, I'm sure he'll find some kind of balance in his weight. But the mere fact that the organization stopped calling him Mitch and start calling him Flex, they just changed his nickname.
You see, everyone been complaining about Mitch's weight since he's been a rookie.
Right.
And then he finally gained the weight and he's a little overweight, which is not going to be that hard to lose because he's literally a basketball player that runs up and down the court.
Right.
I don't think people should be worried about that. Right. I think he'll be fine.
So for the people concerned with the boxing thing with me, and I'm gonna just say this, and then I'm gonna try to move on from it. The boxing thing with me is more like a cardio, get in shape thing, but then at the same time, I do happen to know and talk to other boxers that are in their primes, right? These dudes are 28, 29, 30. A couple of them are like 35, 36 years old. And they talk noise. They talk smack. Like, Uncle Freezy, if you ever put them gloves on and step in the ring, I'm gonna do something unorthodox to you. That's what they say.
I would really try to
Right. And so I'm a man, bro. I'm like, yo, let me give me a few months, and so I'll, you know what I'm saying, I'll get, you know what I'm saying, this macaroni and cheese from around my waistline. And I'll get in and I'll spar with y'all, and I'll, be somebody's sparring partner. You can do that for like $75 a session. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes just need somebody because punching the heavy bag is one thing, but the heavy bag, but yeah. So you get in the ring and you teach young people stuff, and you could do it for like $75, $100 a session. That's a lot of money, G-Man. That's a lot of money, bro. I mean, well, not the G-Man, because G-Man
Yo,
rich, but
this Ben Simmons thing is. They said Ben Simmons was kicked out of practice by Doc Rivers for not being engaged, and he got suspended right away.
what?
That is
smart.
They said apparently he wasn't talking at all, and he was literally just like not engaging. So
What did they expect?
In his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Bro,
did they
it's
expect?
so, like,
And so the thing, Duke, the thing I was gonna say to that, bro, is this whole getting suspended one game thing is such a slap at the wrist. It ain't even slap on the wrist. It's a slap at the wrist. They ain't even make contact. You know what I'm saying?
they just need a trade. I know,
he's
like,
just trying to get. He came back to get his money,
So he wouldn't get fined.
Now he's trying to get traded. Yeah. Same thing with Harden. Harden put on like 20 pounds, and then when he got traded to the Nets, he looked skinny again. Like, how did he do that fast?
Right.
Like,
when the people are like, there's like certain people they're like, oh, they shouldn't give the players power because he did agree to a contract, but at the same time, I'm not just gonna have a player I paid $30 million just not show up.
Dude, what
So
are you
just
giving up for Ben Simmons? What are you giving up for Ben Simmons?
Nothing for this
Nothing?
team. So
Nothing.
I don't want him.
Are you giving up Grimes?
Oh,
because a lot of y'all love Grimes. Cornerstone Kevin's in love with Grimes.
If there was a trade I could make, he would, I guess, be in it. I don't know. Simmons' reluctance to physically and mentally engage with the Sixers.
He just there.
But see, I'm with Duke on that, man. I'm with Duke on that decision. You know, I know
he needs a small market team, in my opinion, and just rebuild himself, and then they build around him in a way where he likes it, I guess, and he could develop. I think that's the best fit for him.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Knicks Nation, you got a lot of Knicks Nations already. They ready to give up the goat. They about to give up the kidney, the spleen, liver.
They talking about quickly Obi Grimes.
Goldfinger, you got Josh in the chat. He wants to trade RJ and 3 first-round picks for him.
Man, look, you know what? This is what we're not gonna do. This is what we're not gonna do right now. We're not about to go into all these hypotheticals about. So 2 shows ago or 3 shows ago,
G-Man, you saying you wouldn't give up Obi for Ben Simmons?
No,
Obi quickly. Wait, I ain't even.
Now that's wild because I would easily do that.
Come on, bro. I ain't even finished the trade.
I would definitely trade.
So the thing is, there's no way you should even think about the Knicks for trading because they just want way too much, and we don't even have stuff they need. So I don't think we should even be on the call with them.
Yeah.
But
hello.
He needs to be to be going to Spurs, the Timberwolves, or the Kings, like one of those teams.
Listen, if y'all want to talk to me about, go ahead, Chuck.
What's good, Chuck?
At the trade deadline, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and either Alec Burks or Noel, because that would make the money close to matching. Plus,
I'll be honest. They're not taking that trade.
I'm giving them draft picks, bro.
They don't want old players. They want like young players.
Yeah, they
and people that are like not injury prone that could get them something. I don't think they want someone like that.
Hot take for the Sixers, real quick. They need to trade Joel Embiid. They just need to blow it all up.
Start from scratch.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
So they have a good team no matter what.
Let me ask this question. As we talking about all these assets and everything else in reference to Ben Simmons, what is Ben Simmons coming to New York to do? Somebody enlighten me with that, please. Let me know what
you know how you guys talk about Grimes being like the next MJ, especially like with the
I never said that.
Teams. He actually can guard, the 1 through 5 in certain situations, and he's an elite playmaker.
Okay, so help me to understand this. Last season, were we talking about that we needed people to come in to be defensive players, or we talking about people that need to come in to create offense? Help me to make up my mind here. What are we talking about?
You're asking 2 different questions.
G-Man, I'm here to tell you, if the Knicks and hit me out on this, but because I know what you're gonna say. You're like, no, but I don't want Obi to become Sean Kemp. I know what you're saying. I know what you're going to say. You want Obi to be a newer version of whatever this next wave or whatever. If the Knicks get Ben Simmons right? And you couple him with Obi Toppin and Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, right? I'm telling you, as a basketball mind, I know basketball, bro. I'm telling
New
you,
York would just break him down.
I'm telling you, dog. What will happen to a cat like Obi Toppin? See, Obi can't even get looks because the point guards are not, bro. First of all, Ben Simmons is one of the fastest people in the NBA, right? And Obi Toppin is one of the fastest power forwards in the league, if not the fastest. I'm not gonna say he's the fastest. I'm not gonna say he's the fastest. I'm just gonna say he's one of the faster power forwards in the league, and one of the most athletic power forwards in the league, right? What would happen to Andy N? What's good? I'm here to tell you that an unselfish point guard that looks to pass more than he looks to score unlocks Obi and the other guys on your bench that otherwise don't get looks because Alec Burks looks to score, Rose looks to score, Kemba looks to score, RJ looks to score, right? Name one facilitator on this team that is a facilitator first. Somebody name one. Somebody point them out.
We don't have one of those.
We don't have one of those.
Point out the facilitator first, the facilitating first point guard on this roster, and I would be quiet.
We don't have one.
Got a facilitator first player.
Right.
True that.
Right. And so just and then to think that Obi Toppin can be unlocked by guys that shoot first is crazy.
Well, the other thing too is, we're talking about trading for Ben. Just seriously, it has happened. But you really think that Philly's gonna want to trade with us, or rather send him back west?
So they could get so much more for him than they would even. They shouldn't even.
I would give up those
listen
first
to the
round
Knicks.
picks. Hey, Duke, I would give up them four first round picks. We got 2 and 22 and 2 and 23. Right,
nah, bro.
I'm giving up all of that for Ben Simmons.
There's no way they should even pick up the phone call from us.
Yeah, I don't see that happening for us to get him, because we can probably put up a decent package deal to get him. However, just the fact that he'd be in the East and they got to deal with that, I can see him going out west. Now, the other thing is they had a chance to trade him before. He should have been gone. Golden State had everything in a nice package for him. But Daryl Morey sit out there and slit that poison pill and blew up the spot on that trade because he wanted more draft picks, and they were like, "Oh no, it's a wrap." No, he wanted more draft picks to go with the players they had.
Right.
So and that was an attempt to say that, hey, we tried to trade him, but nobody wanted him to try to hold on to him. Now, with all this is going, his value is going to drop, in a sense. Other teams now have the power to deal with him because they're going to try to get him up out of there. So basically, what they're going to wind up having to do is give him up for a half-eaten sandwich and 4 Skittles.
I don't agree with that.
That's
because they started off with a Harden type of trade.
They're gonna give them up for
idea.
We can get them for cheap.
For the fact, this is what I'm saying, Duke. This is what I'm saying. It's because of all the turmoil and problems they're having. Not that his worth, he's not worth it. Is to try to hurt and get him up out of there,
right?
Because of the situation they're dealing with.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying that they began with thinking that they could get a Harden type of trade, which is insane, and they still do. But I still think they will get a good package even now, no matter what.
Compared to the Harden type of trade, they think that it's gonna be a half-eaten sandwich and some Skittles. They will get something decent, but not what they thought they were in.
Right.
The Golden State was a good package deal.
Yeah, the Golden State one was a good package, and they just didn't take it for no reason.
Well, and so the thing is, I'm not advocating for Ben Simmons. What I'm saying is if there's a deal to be made, I'm not advocating for him. What I'm saying is
right.
If there is a deal to be made, then I would consider making a deal. The only thing, my deal is this team, the way it is right now, I would love to play the whole season with this team. I don't want to trade for Damian Lillard. I don't want to trade for Ben Simmons. I don't want to trade for Zach LaVine. The only trade that I would consider is Karl Anthony Towns, because we don't have scoring punch from at the 5.
Randall?
That's the only no. That's the only deal that I would consider, right? right now, I feel like we're in a place where team chemistry trumps
is the most important
all-star talent. Right?
Yes.
Team chemistry trumps all-star talent. That's why I think our team chemistry will win so many games that having a big three doesn't matter.
Yeah,
and
that's
Randle
the
said
media
it,
that pushed it a lot, that big
I
three
agree.
and all like that.
Right.
I agree.
Right. And Julius Randle said it last season when Reggie Bullock was like, yo, we got our own big three. And Julius Randle was like, nah, we got a big 15. Y'all remember that press conference?
Yeah.
That started a media storm. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for being here this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you have not thus far, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're aware that when Freezy goes live, you don't miss none of this great Knicks content. And it's only going to get better because guess what happens tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen? We have our first regular season game in the Garden. It's about to be lit.
G-Man, you dodged my question. You dodged my question.
And you know what?
A specific question. I'm going to ask it again.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask it again.
Go ahead.
With a team full of shoot-first guards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to unlock Obi Toppin? You dodged my question.
No, I didn't. Because the answer is plain. It's plain. So right now, the mindset of the people that we have playing at the point guard position is shoot first. I will always say Derrick Rose has the most potential to be able to unlock an Obi Toppin. Whether he shoot first or facilitate, he has the best potential to be able to unlock an Obi Toppin at his current skill set. Right now, as we're talking. Kemba doesn't have that because Kemba's going to do what Kemba needs to do, which is why he's starting, right? But the fact that the way that you see, and we've seen this matriculate over the course of last season. When Rose and Obi are on the floor at the same time, that's a different aspect. Even with a Quickly out there, those guys and what you just spoke about, the chemistry is important because that second unit, they have that chemistry. They know what people are going to be. They know what needs to happen. But I think that at the end of the day, you're not going to bring anybody into this organization and be able to unlock an Obi Toppin because, first of all, they have to buy in to the culture of the Knicks. That's one. So they have to learn that. There has to be a learning process. Now, some people learn quicker than others, but even so for sake of argument, we're talking about Simmons right now. So say, for instance, Simmons came in. How long do you think that, first of all, what situation are you going to be in to where Simmons and Obi are on the court at the same time? Where does that happen at? Because I don't see that. I see if Simmons is coming here, he's in the starting lineup. Obi's not in the starting lineup. So one thing to me has nothing to do with the other. I stick with what I know right now and what has got us to the point where we are continuing to grow. And in my mind, that's Derrick Rose on the same court at the same time with an Obi Toppin. And I hope that answered your question because right now I got a conference call I got to get to. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, again, children of all ages, I love this panel. I love coming in here on the morning drive and chopping it up with you guys. And I'm looking so forward to what the show is going to be on Thursday morning after the first game
and we
play in the Garden. Oh, Freezy time is going to be, it's going to be that thing. It's going to be that thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but
so we're going to hang out for a few more minutes. G-Man, you said you get ready to.
I'm getting ready to bounce, but I got to give a couple of shout outs real quick. To my man Soulfinger, it's always great to be in your presence because you got those good takes, and you break things down to the most common denominator. Chuck, hey brother, you know how we roll. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure being in your presence. To the young fella, you know what I'm saying? My man Hadouken. Hey, check this out. I don't want you to take what's about to happen to you this week in the other league that we in personal, right? This is not personal, never personal.
Oh, we're playing. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm already looking, so you might want to go check it out.
on a bye week, so I'm not even expecting too much.
Hey, but you know, Duke is that guy, man. Duke keeps me. He keeps me level set because sometimes I have a tendency to slip in those old man moments. You know what I'm saying? Duke keeps me relevant. Fish, hey brother, you know it's always a pleasure. And last but not least, the pop who I call my mentor, my man, my mellow, Uncle Freezy. You're the only reason I'm here, brother. You're the only reason I'm here. I appreciate everything you do. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the show. I gotta go. God bless.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Hey.
Salute.
All right, G-Man. Hey, good to see you too, boss. Hey, so what I'm getting at is I don't want to put Obi Toppin on a pedestal, bro. What I'm saying is that I feel as if in a more conducive environment, Obi Toppin will probably reach his ceiling, right? I give you an example. If Obi Toppin was the starting power forward for the Denver Nuggets, I think Obi Toppin would be a baller, right? With a playmaker like Jamal Murray and a playmaker like Jokic, I think Obi would be a baller, right? But in our situation, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, it is what it is. And the thing about the trade, but think about a trade too. I don't want to trade any of these guys, bro. I don't want to see any of them go anywhere. But if a scenario presents itself where we could get a generational type talent, and Ben Simmons is, because you don't see 6'10" point guards, bro. They just don't appear. You know what I'm saying? They just don't appear out of nowhere. You know.
Yeah.
But if you could get a 6'10" point guard that's probably the best defender in the league at his position, and he's a facilitator, why not get him? And he's cheap. It's 30 mil, bro. It's not 44 mil. It's 30. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would say consider it, but the thing is, I wouldn't force anything.
I don't know. I just don't think you should worry about this.
Dude, where you at? Coney Island?
Near, not that far from it, but I'm just on the corner. That's why it's like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's always like that in the morning. Obi work hard on defense right now. His offense will follow. I think Obi will be fine. I don't think we should worry too much. I don't think anyone's gonna do like bad, but I want to say something just like from before that. It's showing like how many people showed fake love to IQ last year, because now it's somehow the Grimes is taking his position by like mostly everyone.
Yeah,
I don't know how that's happening.
People love Grimes,
I'm still
bro.
confused.
Hey, I got a poll up here. Who will be the Knicks surprise superstar this season? And Obi Toppin jumped out to a huge lead at like 44%. Now it's down to 32%, and right behind him is guess who?
Grimes.
Quentin Grimes. Yep. Quentin
You
Grimes.
know, some of it is also it's the brand new shiny. Just like, you know, your little kid, you got that brand new toy.
Yeah.
And you love that brand new toy. You had the other toy is great, nothing wrong with it, but you got the new one and it's new. So that's what a lot of it is. You know, my only thing was IQ has people to put. He has to break over the. You know, he has Rose and Kemba ahead, but he's still gonna get his time. I would say with the additions of Deuce and Grimes, they're gonna push him even more. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't see him like overtaking him, losing his spot, but it could be a cause for him in time if, especially talking about regarding Deuce and Quick, just say straight up point guard wise duties, where Deuce gets his stuff on, gets everything in one sock, that he could actually have IQ start to look over his shoulder. You know what I mean? It just depends, but he's still in the same place, and also IQ's Tip's long lost son, man. That's all that is.
Yeah,
it's not, and I don't say that in a facetious or bad way. I'm just saying he loves his kid because he puts in the work that he wants, and he's a gym rat. So you can't knock him for that. And the thing with Obi, the whole Obi thing, you know, you said what on a team of shooting guards, what shooting guard, a team full of shooters, who's gonna get him the ball? It's the one that the shooter who can't hit the elephant in the backside with an iron board. That's gonna get him the ball.
Right. Right. Hey, but Soulfinger, when's the last time you seen a Knicks point guard with 8 assists?
Ooh. Man, look, let me call up the dean so he can break out that point guard, because I can't remember one. Okay. The last one, closest one with Mark Jackson.
With 8 assists in the game, bro.
Close to it, Mark Jackson.
Dude. So you see what I'm talking about, dude? Like, when's the last time you seen a point guard, a Knicks point guard?
Better get bow tie GI.
Yeah, not
I don't know. I don't remember. To be honest, I mean, the only one I remember is Alfred Payton when he got like 4 triple doubles in a row in the season that we were like so.
Well,
bad.
that. But to average on consistently getting assists, Mark Jackson's the first point guard that comes to mind when I think about it. Mark.
Also Felton, IQ Summer League.
Right. Yeah. And so what I'm getting at, man, is I'm not hating on our guards, bro. I'm not hating on them. That's not what I'm doing. Right. I'm not saying that they're flawed. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that our offense, our team makeup is not designed to get one player on a roll like that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't create your own shot, man, you ain't, you're not gonna. The team is not gonna set you up, because our offense is designed to have the ball hopping, right? It's not pick and roll heavy, such and such. Where you get one player on a roll and you just go with it with that one play. Gian, what's good, bro?
What's up, family? Y'all going overtime today, man. Network putting it in. I see y'all.
What's good?
Man. Yeah, man.
Are you excited about tomorrow?
I am. I'm excited about the season as a whole. Honestly, I see your conversations this morning, so it's that's exactly what I'm looking at. Which one of these other guys? It's got to be Mitchell Robinson for me.
Me too. I said that in the chat.
And let me tell you something. Y'all see how much weight he lost already in 3 days, right? Y'all see him yesterday running with Taj? Yeah, Mitch can't.
I'm telling you, he said it too. He tweeted, he's like, I'm gonna just run until I lose that weight.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys, like, people been asking him to. I said this earlier, but people been asking him to gain weight for so long, and now that he's just a little over like 20 pounds, it's not that hard when you're a basketball player and you run so much and you train like so many times a day in the gym, like shooting shots and all that.
I don't think he overweight, bro. I just think he rusty.
I think he's like 15 pounds overweight, but it's just because he couldn't run. Like, he couldn't legit run.
Right. So, but they wanted him to, and I see where you're going, Uncle Freezy, because I'm gonna support you there. They wanted him to gain that weight to get stronger.
Yo,
but Freezy, you are an athlete. You've been in the gym. Y'all could put GI on every work program you want. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get more ripped.
Yeah, otherwise
I'm never going to bulk. I will be strong, but I'm never going to bulk. I'll just have muscles pop. And that's Mitch. Mitch is never going to bulk. As soon as he bulks, Mitch's speed is his skill set. I don't know how it's gonna hurt us when we gotta go up against Joel and the other players, but Mitch is never gonna be a bully. He's not.
Can I get? I just want to give an example. I'm gonna do story time with Uncle Freezy real quick because I hadn't done it in a couple weeks, bro.
You really wait till I come up here at 12:45 to do a half-hour story? This is unreal.
Right. It's only a half a minute. So I ran track in high school. People don't believe it, bro. So I ran track. I was about 6'4", 190, and I used to be like run some of the sprints, right? The 220. I'm not saying I was the fastest. I'm just saying I ran it. So I ran like the 220, the 400. And others, right? So during track season, I had ran track my whole high school career, right? So this one spring break in my senior year, I was like, yo, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't running. I ain't doing nothing. So we get out of school the Friday afternoon for spring break, bro. I ain't do nothing from that Friday until Monday afternoon at track practice. No running, no nothing, right? So they line us up, me and my cousin. I ain't gonna say their names because they're gonna see this and they're gonna beat you. Man, it ain't happen like that. But anyway, so we get there and so the gun go off, and we come around this corner to hit this last stretch of the 100, and I'm trying to reach for the gas pedal, and I can't find it. And I gotta let the window down because I can't. I'm like, what happened is I didn't train for like 10 days, and I was out of shape. Not out of shape, but I had lost it that fast. That fast, bro. I was gasping for air in 10 days, right? Mitchell Robinson was out of basketball for 7 months. What I'm saying is the dude is not fat, bro. He just rusty. It happens to us all. I'm sure GI is still fast right now, right? But if GI had to run the 400 right now, it would not be the same as he ran it in high school, bro. It would not be the same as if he ran the 400 in high school.
Yeah, he's not fat. He's just like, you can't even look at him and say he's fat because he's in really good shape. He's just a little like over, like when he loses that 15, he's gonna look a lot more agile and he's gonna be able to look faster like he did before. Like, I'm really not worried. GI, you muted.
So when you want to look at a man to determine whether he's in shape or not, you'll simply look right in here. You will not believe how much fatty tissue comes right here first.
Right.
You look at Mitch, his whole face is swollen. I seen him the other day.
Yeah,
he's
I saw
swimming in the face. So that's when I know,
I didn't see the thing from a few days ago, but I saw him running with Taj.
Somebody told me you got to look right here.
You can look here. But my coach, so we were given in the off season when we went home for after the spring semester for the summer, he would give us these workouts. Obviously, nobody did workouts through the summer. We played a lot of ball, but we wasn't doing what he wanted us to do.
Right.
And literally, when we showed up on campus in September, he would come to our dorm rooms or he'd catch us in the student center, and he would simply do this. Right. Yeah, you're going to struggle the next month. He would simply touch our cheeks and say, yep, you're in trouble.
Right.
Because he knew, well, if there was extra fat in here, that fat was distributed throughout the whole body. So I see Mitch's face really, really puffy. And
initially you could legit see that his face is like it just did not look like it did before. There was just extra swollenness in it. But I think he'll be fine. I'm not worried. But I think that's our guy to, like, if he does stay healthy, like his goal is DPOY, I think he could really be considered there. Derrick Rose said the same thing. He said Mitch is very capable of being a defensive player of the year one day. Right. And I'm just hoping he's healthy. Peace out, Chuck.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So
yeah, man. So I use that story a lot, man. My senior year, man, I ran track I ran track for Dickinson High in Jersey City, right? Ran track for Dickinson High. I ran track in North Carolina at Nash Central and Northern Nash. I ran track for the Mayo High School, right? And so all these different places, bro. And the one time I was like, yo, I ran track my whole life, man. I'm just gonna take this week off, not do nothing. And I got back, bro. It was crazy, bro. 10 days, and it was like I hadn't ran track my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So the thing with me, I just think he might just be, and it might be a combination of what G.I. said and what I said. You know what I'm saying? It might be a combination, probably, but I still believe that time off where you can't do anything affects your lung capacity, bro. That's my opinion on it. So, G.I., what do you think about Ben Simmons, bro?
I don't think about him. I feel, I wish Philly the best of luck in that situation. I know he's not going to be set until he moves out west. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just want Brooklyn and Philly to have as much drama for as long as possible. That's all I want. Disgruntled locker rooms all across the Eastern region. That's what I'm looking for.
Wow.
Because guess what? We used to have one in New York. We don't have that no more.
Yeah, I just watched a video of Joel Embiid saying I don't even care about what Simmons is doing anymore because of the suspension. Yeah,
Wow.
they gotta get him out of there.
Wow. I hope they keep him with the drama. Like G.I. said, keep him there so it can be like this all season. I mean,
and then in the playoff, you play him how you want to play him in the regular season, and then the playoffs, you say, you know what, we're packing in on Joel Embiid. He's gonna go out to the 3-point line, and you leave Ben Simmons to just fall back off him, man. Make him barrel into you, and let's see how good that's gonna work. You can't have offensive flow like that.
Yeah, no, they're. I hope he's still not playing by the time we play them. Because I think he'll probably be traded like a few games in. It depends. They're probably gonna try to get a trade done. Yeah, because I don't think there's any way he wants to play, and he's just there not to lose money. And I think that the best thing for them is to just trade him right now.
What about the best thing for us?
Just stay still.
As it relates to Ben Simmons?
No, to in general.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You guys heard Jaylen Brown is playing?
No, because you guys told me he wasn't.
Good. Yeah, I found out yesterday. They said that he's playing and Al Horford isn't playing.
I think that helps Al Horford. We can go back and forth for guards.
Yeah,
big man.
The best thing for us is they said that Robert Williams has been suffering injuries. Like he has like knee soreness or whatever. But their second backup is Enes Kanter, and Enes Kanter might do something on offense, but I want everyone to attack him on the offensive end 100%.
Well, we'll pull him away from the bucket is what we'll do, and then let you drive downhill. Plus, you can get him in serious foul trouble. Remember,
that should be the game plan, and I know Tibbs is definitely thinking about that too.
But if you don't box him out on the offensive glass, he will destroy. He carried the Knicks in games getting offensive glass. He really has.
His offense is like crazy. Like his fundamentals are crazy under the rim, but his defense is just like so bad.
The dude has touched from about 6 feet in. It's impeccable.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why
if you can combine Enes Kanter and Mitch Robinson together,
that would be like
that'd be like Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, that would kind of be insane. Yeah, no, that would be nice. Oh, Mitch should be in the water swimming right now to get back that wind.
Yeah, that's what I like to do, bro. That's what I like to do. I
heard Zion is doing.
Yeah, I like to get in the pool and swim, bro. I'll do laps. I'll do laps in that pool, bro. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
You know, that's funny. Yeah, you got a score prediction for tomorrow?
I'm gonna say
you said GI, I think, but go ahead.
Oh, he said GI. I thought my name was GI. No, okay. I'm sorry.
But you could go first. It's your network.
Nah, I apologize, bro. I apologize.
I'm going 105-98 Knicks. I'm also going to figure out what Freezy is doing with the network this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Freezy, what do you think?
What's the answer? You didn't answer the question for you. Answer the score, but you gotta let me know what we're doing as far as our show this week. You throwing us all in the cage Thursday? You like that? Look at your sick mind.
No, bro. It's
sick mind.
It's some stuff going on. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. And I don't want to say it on the screen, so I probably have to do it in text message.
Oh, so y'all got stuff going on. So I'm just
not me. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. You see, I'm still on at 12:55. Not me.
It's some personalities brewing in the back.
Yeah, I had to say it off camera. So yeah, bro, you know I like to be prepared, right? You know I like to be prepared. You
That's
know,
why I'm
to
shocked.
me, time is money.
That's
Time
why
is
I'm
money.
shocked. At Tuesday, 1 o'clock, we don't know
Right.
what's going on. But
Yeah, because usually I already have stuff already laid out that. So, but I'm predicting the Knicks 143, the Celtics 107.
Damn.
Yep.
143. You say
143.
143?
143. The Celtics
37
107.
points.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Hey. So Hadouken, do you remember what happened to the Celtics the last time we played them?
We lost. We won. No, we won.
We beat them by 30.
We beat them by 30 the first game we played them. And that was without Jason Tatum.
No, that wasn't the first game, was it?
Yeah, it was. The last game we played them was when nobody on their team played besides their
Oh yeah, that's right. When they scrubs played, yeah.
And then we lost to them when RJ dropped 29.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of the Marcus Smart 3.
That's right. Because Reggie Bullock decided to double team at the top of the key. Why are you double teaming a 3-point shooter, bro? And leaving Marcus Smart wide open.
Oh no, man, that was so dumb.
AD was Reggie Bullock. I'm so over Reggie Bullock, bro. I think
it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 144 to 107.
Huh? Did you just say 143?
Yeah.
What do you think, Davon?
The score of the game?
Yeah.
I got it being 112 to 108.
Okay.
Knicks.
What?
Yeah, I got us 114, 107.
Y'all thinking Jason Tatum gonna go off on the Knicks?
Jaylen Brown is also playing. You realize
Jaylen
that,
Brown
right?
is playing?
Yeah.
Bro, who's starting that point guard for them? Please don't say Marcus Smart or Peyton Pritchard.
Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is he's gonna give some trouble to Kemba.
He might lock up Kemba. He might, but who's gonna guard Randall? Who's gonna guard RJ?
Brown.
That's why I said I mean we're gonna win. I think RJ's gonna have the best game out of everyone on our team, though. My personal opinion.
Is Jaylen Brown playing?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he was in the COVID protocol.
Yeah, that's what I got for tomorrow.
There go another video. Fish, you owe me $20.
What?
Hey, Duke, I told you, right? I told you. I was like, yo, I was telling Duke, I was like, yo, every video, you know what I'm saying, we go along and the videos, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah. And then, but whatever.
You can't say the C word as well. You got to say protocol.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on the.
Fish is our guy, and Fish has an excellent idea for a show too. Eventually, we got to get to it. Once I get my life together, then we gotta make sure we get. But so G.I., do you think the Knicks still need a 6'9" wing after you saw the defense from RJ? And
of course.
So let me ask. I just want to.
You just want me to give up a talent like that?
What talent?
We don't have them, but if we did,
I'm like, what are you talking?
I feel like Grimes is defense.
Give up on the talent like that,
man.
Yeah, we gave up on way too much talent already, and we set them up for failure.
Yeah. So you're not feeling Quentin Grimes like that?
Yeah, man. Next MJ.
Yeah, he can't guard Jason Tatum though on a regular basis.
Can't guard anyone in that starting lineup.
What? You don't think Grimes?
I think Grimes is going 6'6" rookie gonna fill in for a 6'9" guard. I mean 6'9" vet. 3-and-D.
Why y'all sleeping on?
Yo, G.I., you got Grimes over IQ?
Thank you. Hi, come and have a seat. Everything's probably okay. They're playing with the numbers are getting pulled away. Yes, but we're gonna check it for you. Let me run, guys. I love you.
All right, peace out. All right, bro. Peace.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, and so the thing is, bro. I think we sleeping on Grimes in a major way, And I was not on the Grimes
You're
bandwagon.
trolling.
Nah, man, serious. I'm
No, I
serious,
hear it in
bro.
your voice.
This is for
Bro,
content, dude.
Boost Mobile, can you speak some sense into them, yo?
Nah, I'm good.
So I was trolling about the score in the Celtics game. I think we'll win. I just don't care about. I don't care about how many points, bro. I just want to win. So I am trolling about the Celtics game. I really don't care. I don't care if we win 1-0. You know what I'm saying? As long as we win, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with Grimes though is this. The thing with Grimes is he showed everybody something those last 2 preseason games. If you give him minutes, he can be productive. And he showed when his shot's not falling, and this is the key, when his shot is not falling, he can do other stuff. That's the thing that's impressive. Right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This Ben Simmons stuff is so funny. I'm just reading about Sham just keeps like bringing out quotes. He said Doc Rivers asked Ben Simmons to do a defensive drill today, and he refused it. He asked again, and he refused it, and told him to go home. And he just left home straight.
What?
It's someone commented that Ben Simmons ain't even playing defense anymore. Yeah, this is funny.
Oh wow.
No, I don't care about. I mean, Grimes is not really gonna play, in my opinion, at all, unless injury. So I don't even care. Like people are like overreacting to legit a preseason game.
Nah,
like
man.
Apparently, over a preseason game, he's somehow showed he's better than IQ already, which is like insane to me because everyone was talking about IQ as the next coming last season, and that was mainly everyone in our fan base.
So I asked the chat, I asked the family, right? Who will be the Knicks surprise superstar this season? Right? Who do you think got the most votes on the poll?
Oh no, you already said it. We already talked about this.
So what did we say?
You said that Obi someone was leading and then Grimes like came in and like tied down.
Right. So right now Quentin Grimes is the leader at 31%.
Yeah, it should be Mitch.
He overtook Obi Toppin, bro. He overtook Mitch's number hadn't moved. He's at 25%.
Yeah, Mitch. That should be Mitch.
Bro, I'm telling you this.
You saw Geraldine.
Yeah, man, and we should probably.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I'm about to go get a haircut.
But I want to ask you, bro. So when are you coming on again?
Mine?
Yes.
On Thursday.
Thursday, okay.
Yeah, okay. I finally got 11 hours of sleep today. So
11 hours of sleep, bro.
Wow.
What you have, surgery or something?
Yeah. No, I went. That's like the longest I had in so long. It's because I went to. I was up for like 38 hours, and then I finished my fantasy draft, and then I just went to sleep at 12. Yes.
Bro, y'all did me dirty too.
And I never
how y'all gonna do a league and not have me in it? Send me the invite and then not.
I sent you the invite like 5 days ago, and that was when no one was in the league. I thought it would take you like 1 second to join. I legit thought you were.
Yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah, because Guillermo was inviting people. He said, "All right, I'm gonna get 12 people." Because I already told him we're gonna have like a certain few, and then he added 2 more spots, and I already thought you were in there.
Yeah, my bad, man. My bad.
Yeah, now you confused me. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Somehow, Raph also thought he was in it, even though he wasn't in it. Like, I don't know, but I think I had a good draft. I'll be honest. And I'm versing Ethan the first week. I'm gonna tell you my team, and it's a 60-man. Let me know how you feel about it. I think it's a good team, but I had the 5th pick. By the way, I have Shea. Shea is gonna go off. I got D'Lo, Gordon Hayward, Andrew Wiggins, Dylan Brooks, Bojan, and it's the one on the Jazz, the one that was like runner up for 6.
Bogdan is the other one, yeah.
Yeah. Then I got Giannis, Christian Wood, Mason Plumlee, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, and these are like randoms now because it's hard in the 60-man. Then I got Desmond Bain, Malik Monk, Caruso, and then I just drafted BJ Boston.
Okay.
I like my team. I'm happy.
Yeah, you gonna get stomped this year, bro.
No, I got a good team, bro. I'm chilling. All right, but you hear my dog barking. I gotta go walk him before I get it cut. So
yeah, man. Hey,
I'll
so
catch you.
All right, y'all. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. Y'all have a good day. We out of here. Peace.
Salute.
Peace out.